Yo, 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 yo. Nicholas Brown. What up, what up, what up? What up, what up, what up? We got Jared in the building. What up, what up? Happy Friday with a damn bread. What up, what up, what up? My fuck still sending these notifications. Let me see. What up, Goat James? We go get that way. The more people come in here. Yeah, we gonna wait. Chris, what up, Chris? Wait a couple more people come in here. Let me see. What up, what up? Hey, yo, Ralph, I'm doing, yeah, if I'm doing a stream next, I'm doing a stream. If I'm doing a stream tomorrow morning, I'll let y'all know. If not, oh well, I don't know. Cause I said I was gonna, I don't know, I gotta double check. What up, Garrison? Um, let me see, let me see, um, where's me? I want to X. Hey, like I said, um, hey, if you ain't a subscriber to the, if you ain't joining the members of the channel, I know I've been pressing. I've been trying to get it together. I'm also looking for a new logo too, y'all. I'm trying to get a new logo. Um, anybody know how to make logos? Hit me up. Um, hit me up. Yeah, that's funny as shit though. We want to join the channel. We will be doing these like exclusive lives and like stuff like that, videos, whatever case may be. And like I said, you join a member, you can give me suggestions or whatever you want to talk about. We could listen. So you help me help get better content. Also, whatever you want to interest is, you know what I mean. If you want to talk wrestling or whatever, or get any ideas of that nature. All that plus is like I said support. Um, like I said, we want to donate. If you would like to donate to the channel, cash app right there. If you'd like to donate, also the super chat right there. If you would like to donate to. Also too, and speaking of that too, it's all my fault. Listen, I am monetized, y'all. I am monetized, so we had to be careful. Yes, okay, nice. Um, we got be mindful. Um, when we come over here, watch the cussing and language and all that. Respect the channel. We can have debates and whatever heated, whatever, but God, we still can be respectful at the same time. You know what I mean? Um, what are them lights looking like? Cause it was like 10 people in here. It was like 10. You got six like we should at least have like almost 10 likes. Let me see. Follow me on Twitter, on X, and everything too at True the Key TVs. Also, link. What them likes looking like? 'Cause we at least gotta get like almost 10 likes. Like it's 6 likes, 7 likes. I mean, yeah, I heard every Joshua knocked out Francis Ngannou. That's crazy. If he did, okay, big. I heard he hosting that shit. Clip. Yeah, that's crazy. But how y'all feeling, man? We see y'all see the title. Y'all see the title, man. Y'all if y'all didn't see the game or whatever. Um, Dre God, this is super chat. Salute to you. Hey, salute true. Nuggets might get knocked out by us because we got a center to stop them. So y'all might not play them in the finals anyway. That's funny. Um, So yeah, let me see. We got at least get like 10 likes. If we got some new people come in. We got new people coming in. I think it's some of y'all different platforms though. But I don't think it's it on YouTube. I'm just asking for a couple. I'm just asking. We can get 10 likes. I drop the link. No problem. You know. Um. um do I believe Jaden is a choker? No. Why would I? Why would I believe? Why would I believe Tatum is a choker? I mean, listen. We get it. Is Tatum this or that? Is he a top five player? Is he this or that? Maybe not, right? Maybe he isn't the same level of player as other guys, Luca, Joel Embiid, whatever case, Giannis Jokic, whatever, right? But I do know this: saying that he's a choker, you don't, you don't, you don't make it, you don't make it have the success. Like I said, granted, he hasn't won a championship, but a lot of people doesn't have the success Tatum has. So having that success, you have to Jason Tatum had to perform to achieve that. So saying that he's a choker is, I mean, we're averaging 26, 27 points in the elimination games. You outplaying guys that won MVP, guys that's in consideration of top five multiple times during your career, out going toe to toe or whatever case may be. Saying the person's a choker, that's kind of far a stretch. Like I said before, there's not a lot of people in Jason Tatum's age that you can say that won a championship. So we're going to sit up here and judge him for quote unquote being a choker when the only guys that won a championship that young are guys that's all time greats, which y'all don't want to put Jason. I mean, listen, if that was the case that Jason Tatum chokes in big games, then the Celtics wouldn't have nowhere near the success they had. If that was the case, that doesn't even make any sense. Did the Celtics choke in the clutch? No. I think we didn't execute. We didn't execute during the game. See, that's what I'm saying too, though. Like the Celtics are have a good record in the clutch. Yes, in the fourth quarter at times the Celtics look stagnant, whatever case may be. But you can say that about a bunch of teams. It's hard to score in the fourth quarter. Like for example, this is like it's hard to score in the fourth quarter, right? And it's hard to score in those situations. That's why a lot of people are not talked about in clutch situations as players because of whatever case may be. We only mention a handful of guys in NBA history. We don't mention just everybody when it comes to clutch, right? It's about execution. Clutch is not the end of the game was not the reason why we lost that game. We lost that game way before the fourth quarter. We lost that game because of missed free throws opportunity. We lost that game because we was losing the 9 Jokic minutes. That's have nothing to do with quote unquote clutch. That's a lack of execution, which I never disagreed on I never disagreed on the Celtics need to work on that. But with that being said, when you're going against the Denver Nuggets, the best team in the league when it comes to execution, the best team when it comes to making the right play every single time on both ends sides of the ball. I mean, what are we talking about? What happened to the Drew ISOs in the clutch though is Drew Holiday. We didn't even shoot that many threes last game. Did you watch the game? Did we didn't even shoot that many threes. We shot only like 33s. The league that's we shot league average at the 3 point line. But like I said, we're gonna sit here and believe narratives. We lost that game because of sloppy passes, sloppy passes, turning the ball over. Jared, what are you talking about? I never said that the Celtics was good necessarily in the clutch. We lost that game because of we missed free throws. That's part of execution. We turned the ball over, which Celtics normally don't do this season. They turned the ball over, and the Celtics was not getting stops and losing in the nine Jokic minutes on the floor. Now, we didn't take too many threes. They just played great or the Denver Nuggets played great defense. I mean, when is going to be a point where we give credit to teams that's beating the Celtics? Because it seems like this is the shit to do get corny. It's like, oh, the Celtics ain't good enough. They're not smart enough. Or they beat themselves. But like, so we're just not gonna give credit to the other opposing team. What up, Creed? So we're just not going to give credit to the opposing team. Like that's what we're doing. It seems like every time the Celtics do this and that, or they beat themselves, or they playing like, or we're just going to give credit to teams. The Nuggets are the best in the league when it comes to that by far. What do you talk about? When it comes to execution as a team, you clearly didn't watch the game though, because if you watched the game, we lost that game before the fourth quarter, so we should have got blown out. To be honest with you, the only reason why we didn't get blown out because of Jaylen Brown. What do you mean hold my team accountable? You are so we have a Laker fan talk about holding a team accountable, but you are a Laker fan, and which I have never seen you do as a Laker fan, hold them accountable. What do you mean? We lost that game. Tatum played bad. I'm mad. What do you talk about here? What do you talk about playing to be accountable? I have no excuse why we lost. I've said this plenty of times that the only team that I'm worried about is the Denver Nuggets. With that being said, and with that being said, the fact that with that being said,
What up? What up?
the Celtics did lose, but does it change my opinion or what to come forward? No, it's a lot of games left. It's a lot of games left. The Celtics are just trying to figure out, trying to get better. I told what I've been saying the whole time. Celtics ain't played their best ball yet. Truth be told, even having the best record in the NBA, clearly having, especially running the wave, especially in the Eastern Conference. The Celtics, the Celtics are trying to figure out and continuously they're trying to get better game after game to game. Win, lose, or draw last night didn't determine the factor of whatever you feel though should even change.
Mm.
What to do, my guy? What up, young African?
Hey, what up, action?
Hey, True. I got to tell you something, man. You need to get on TikTok, man. I'm talking about do your content on TikTok. It's really good.
Yeah, I'm slacking on that.
Yeah, man.
Tatum is not him. Tatum is
Mm,
not Jokic. Okay, I agree with that. I agree with
mm.
that. Tatum is. Is Tatum is not this person? Let's do this. Is Tatum not Luca? Okay, cool, whatever. Is
Mhm.
Tatum Joel Embiid? Okay, cool, whatever. Is
Definitely not.
Tatum is such and such Giannis? Is Tatum Giannis? Cool, whatever. But what it had to do with? But with that being said, though, right? If he's not him, then why he was? Then why he has accomplished what he's accomplished? You
What
can't
is
not
it?
be called him
What does he
if you
accomplish?
don't accomplish what you accomplished.
What did he
I mean, a lot
accomplish?
more than other people.
Huh?
I'm not
Okay.
deep playoff runs. You can't listen. You don't make deep playoff runs and not be successful.
No,
I'm not
that's
gonna
fair,
ever call LeBron. I
but
mean,
when you say the
listen.
same thing, when you
We're
say the
talking
same
about.
thing,
We're talking about.
don't put LeBron in this. We don't have to do all that. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, no,
I
no,
can
no.
name. I can name. But I can give you a bunch of different examples because I'm reason why I'm gonna keep using LeBron James. But I will have to make a video because I do believe LeBron James fans are washed up
Hmm?
because y'all turn into Jordan fans. Y'all turn into Jordan fans, bro. And I'm not. I'm speaking in general, Africa. If you don't agree, listen. I find it very funny though, and the reason why and this is like why LeBron has to do anything to do with it. Even though LeBron has been a big topic today, I don't really want to get into all that because I don't care about PEDs and all that. But that's neither
Why
here nor
LeBron
there.
gonna be tough? Oh,
But
PED. Okay. Okay.
but I don't really care about that. I'm just reason why I'm bringing it up because like I find it
I have
funny
to
how
turn back
these
around, man.
critics. Yeah,
You were saying LeBron James fans like Michael Jordan fans?
Hmm.
yeah, they're turning the market because here's the
No,
thing.
they're
It's their
not. What are you talking about?
they becoming very contradictory. I'm not saying you.
No,
But
we not.
okay, with that being said, action and young Africa knows this is true because
We
I didn't say it's young Africa.
listen.
A lot
We
of these
call
LeBron
people
James
listen.
fans, no, I didn't say everybody, but just as a fact, LeBron James fans are becoming one of the most toxic fan bases, and
No, that's not
unfortunately, it is what it is.
true. That's not true.
Listen,
That's cat.
I've seen LeBron James fans have shitting on guys like Tatum and people that has not win, but let's not forget the premise of LeBron James
No, they
fans was
not.
defending LeBron James. Yes, they had a lot of listen. I'm gonna give you
Who you
a
talking about?
Laker creator,
I
a
haven't heard nothing
popular
about that.
I'm gonna give you a popular Laker. I'm gonna give you a popular Laker creator that agrees. Okay, a locker room.
That's locker room. That's
So it's
one
not a
person,
lot of people
man.
out locker room. That's not. Well, it's a lot of people think that way. That's LeBron James fans.
But
I
Unfortunately,
haven't seen
and
it,
that's fair. That's fair. But coming back,
but a lot of LeBron
unfortunately,
James
I'm
fans.
not saying every LeBron, and I didn't say you. But here's the thing: I didn't say.
I,
Listen, Action Jackson. You don't. I don't think you speak for all LeBron James fans. I don't think you want to speak for all LeBron James. Same thing with Young
yeah, I
Africa,
don't.
correct?
listen,
I'm not
listen.
here to
You know
defend
people
LeBron.
be on panels with.
I'm just one.
You know people be on panels that's
I'm just.
not like
But
that.
Mhm.
I'm. You be
You speaking
listen.
in
So
general,
they don't be
but
some extreme. Hold up. So they don't be some extreme. So I'm just saying, it be
No,
certain
not
things
we're
be on
not streaming like the
extreme.
Kobe and the and the Jordan
It's
fans.
bad, but
We
all
call
three of
LeBron
it is
James
bad
on his
though.
craft.
All three of it is bad though.
We count
you
his
sound like
flaws.
All three of
They
it.
don't count their
Bill
flaws. They
Russell.
never say nothing bad about Jordan
Sound like Bill
No,
Russell.
I'm just. But no, the point. No,
or Kobe.
the point is though. It's like the saying that Jason Tatum isn't him or whatever case may be. That being said, if we're gonna call people like KD him, last time I checked, Jason Tatum outplayed KD.
Okay. Let's not do this. Let's keep it to the game
If we're
first off.
gonna call,
Nah. I don't.
yeah, with that being said, it's a regular season game, right?
You
Cool.
comparing it.
Jason
Mm-hmm.
Tatum played bad. Whatever the case may be, cool.
Mm-hmm.
One reason why we lost.
What was he
Bit
doing in the
one reason
clutch?
why we lost.
And this ain't just bad. This
It
ain't just bad one game, right?
was
This
bad.
is
Period.
back to back against the Cleveland Cavaliers. I watched that game too. True. When D Wade was cooking y'all, yeah, I remember that too. And
I mean,
Jason
but
Tatum
okay,
one on one, ISO 1-on-1 in the clutch, throwing up bad
that
layups.
being
You remember that? You got to watch the game to know about the bad shots. And he was taking up bad shots.
I'm
ISO
if he,
that game offense.
I'm just telling you
Y'all
if he
were up
wasn't
double
clutch,
digits.
you
No.
don't go listen. If he wasn't
Wait,
clutch, I'm just saying this.
trying to
Cool.
finesse.
If
No.
he's not
I'm not
clutch,
saying he's not
listen.
But
If he's
clutch.
not clutch,
You're trying to
listen,
I'm
finesse.
not
I'm
listen.
not.
He listen. The
your clutch
shots
is
are
lost
not
too.
falling. Those hold on, time out. Those shots are not falling this year. I'm not gonna argue that. But saying that the narrative saying that he's not clutch,
No, I didn't go there. I'm just talking
calm.
about the game.
I'm just
So
saying in general. I'm just saying in
okay,
general of saying he's
in the
not
chat.
him.
Don't talk to
when you can't be fake. See, that's the thing too. And I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to general young Africa because I know how you feel about Jayson Tatum. Let's not act like this man don't have records, and let's not act like we ain't seen this man do certain things. Like let's not act like I'm about to be petty because
Uh,
I'm about to be petty here. Let's not act like that Jayson Tatum was the only team in 2021 that beat a healthy Brooklyn Nets team in the playoffs.
oh, uh,
Let's not act like that with no Jaylen Brown. Correct? If I'm lying,
that's what we
I'm
doing now.
lying.
Okay, okay.
I'm just saying 50 points. And let's not act like
Well,
Jayson don't have the game 7 record. Hold on. What is okay? Is that not clutch? That's not clutch. I mean, hey man. With
Curry
that
beat that
being
record.
said,
but he got a lot of shortcomings, man. Jason
no, Curry didn't beat the record. No, he
Tatum
beat
has a
Curry's
lot of
record.
shortcomings.
Yeah, Curry beat the record than Tatum did. Yeah, we know. We know.
What is a lot of shortcomings?
A lot of
Tatum has
shortcomings, actually.
shortcomings. He can't win a
Oh,
big
okay.
one.
Oh, the big one. Like the big what? The big regular season games or
So let me ask you this. So let me ask you this question. What up, Sean? So let me ask you this question. Granted, I'm not gonna argue about him. Okay, next step is getting over the hump. And how many? So we expect how many people his age or younger won? That's not all time greats. Because if you're gonna name those guys, they're automatically gonna be all time greats. Automatically, right? People that won, that was the lead guy of their team. Correct? We all. I mean, so who?
Yeah,
So
but we need to see
that's what I'm
more, man.
saying.
We need to see get that
Hold up,
championship.
hold up, hold up. Okay, but that being said too, young, you're doing it though. Action Jackson, you're doing it. You don't realize you're doing it.
you putting him
I'm
with
not
the all
doing that.
time.
Like, I'm not even saying LeBron. I'm not
No,
saying
no, no,
LeBron.
LeBron,
I didn't
no.
say
You
LeBron.
LeBron James fans and Young Africa contest to this. You LeBron James fans can contest to this.
No,
What the hell?
see, there
You,
Man, what is this
you
avatar, man?
I don't
T
even know.
Sweetie. What's
That's too
going
sweet. I don't know what that
on?
picture.
That looks
Hold
sweetie.
up.
What's happening?
You now understand what you're doing though.
you go.
You guys that defended LeBron James, right, for all those years have um have pushed back with people criticizing LeBron James not winning earlier in his career, correct? He's choking or whatever case may be. He didn't get the job done when at a young age. But the people I don't think Jackson didn't under he didn't realize that. He didn't
No,
realize what he was doing.
do that. Don't do that, true. Because if LeBron had this team at the age that he
But
was,
that's not. But okay. But the point is this
let's
though, right? We
not,
understand that Jayson
man,
Tatum is not LeBron. Hold up.
Justice
Do
and
we
Barry. Yeah,
understand?
let's not
But
do
hold
this,
up.
man.
It's
We
not
don't want to do
about
that.
that. But it's not about what
Exactly.
LeBron James had or not. It's not
Expectation.
about what LeBron James. Hold up. Time out. It's not about what LeBron
Come on.
James is. Hold up. It's not about what LeBron James had or not though, because we seen LeBron James also at a young age have the Miami Heat team. They still lost to the Dallas Mavericks, Africa. So let's not play that game. Let's not try to act like. So you get what I'm saying? Let's be real. And the
And
first
people
time he did went to the final. Hold up, the
people
first
held him
time he went to the
accountable.
finals. The first time he went to the final, he lost to a Warriors team.
He lost to
So he gets shit on. He lost to a Warriors, bro. Like, are we serious? He lost to the
the
Warriors.
Warriors. You mean the Spurs? He lost to the
Like,
Spurs, man.
come on. The same Warriors team, right? Okay, do you ever see me bring that up to criticize LeBron James?
What
No.
Warriors team? You mean the Spurs? What Warriors team you talking about? You mean the Spurs? You're saying the
I'm
Warriors, right?
talking about the Warriors. I'm talking about no. I'm saying that they lost against the Warriors team. The thing is,
Oh,
though, why are we criticizing? Okay, because like I said, we're criticizing
you
Jason
making the
Tatum for
Spurs
not
out?
winning at a young
Okay,
age.
that's what we're doing.
We're
Okay.
criticizing Tatum for not winning at a young age, and it's weird. It's not like, listen,
I'm not doing that. So I don't know why. Why are you addressing everybody but me though? You're running away from my smoke, man. You're running away from what I'm saying, man. And
and
what your
listen,
question is, should the Celtics be worried? And I
I,
think
Hey,
you should be. I
hey,
think you should.
too.
I heard, and I told you, and I told you, I don't know if you listen. What up, Chris? I told you the Celtics shouldn't be worried.
Hey,
The
you say
only team
LeBron
they
fast is
should be,
like
the
Jordan
only,
fast, huh?
See, everybody want to get
I
true.
didn't say you. Okay, but here's the
Right.
thing. I'm gonna say this. The only team I've said, and I'm gonna say this before, and I didn't change my before the game. I even said it before this game yesterday, last night. The only team, the only team that the Celtics should worry about still is the Nuggets. I said it before. If we would have won this game, I would still say the same thing.
Y'all got problems with other teams in the East too. Don't do that. The
No, we
Bucks,
don't.
the
No, we
Bucks,
don't.
the
No,
Heat,
we don't. No, we don't.
the Heat.
People need to
Yeah,
Hey,
y'all
stop
hey,
did.
saying.
Yes, you
People
do.
need. Hold on. People
Yes,
need to
we do.
stop saying that. The reason why the
The
Nuggets,
Bucks, the
the
Heat.
reason why the
You better
Nuggets.
hope
Hold on.
Embiid
Come on.
don't come back too.
There.
You better
Time out. Time out. Bro. Let's stop it. Come. Let's stop it. It's sick. Like
hope
we.
Embiid don't come back. Fool.
See, here's the thing. So when Celtics beat certain teams, it doesn't matter. So hold on. For example, people question. Oh, can we beat Miami Heat? But now people always want to sit there and say the Sixers have a chance to beat the Celtics. Which one
Mm.
is it? Because even though the Celtics beat the Miami Heat, it's 1-2 with this iteration, right? But when it comes to Sixers, they always have a chance. It's
Dominant
weird. Like,
big,
come on, the standards ain't
dominant
the
big.
standards.
You saw what Jokic was doing. Embiid could do a very similar thing with Porzingis, man. 1-on-1 in the clutch, man. Back his
That's
ass
not.
down.
But he
Stop
won't.
trying to
I'm
stop trying
okay.
to flop Porzingis.
Let's
Stop
address that.
flopping.
Let's
Chris Stapps.
but let's address
Stop
that.
flopping.
But let's address that. Let's address that.
Let's address that barbecue
That was
session in the fourth quarter.
I
Let's address
think
that.
let's
1-on-1.
address that. Let's address that. Let's address that. That being said, KP don't even guard Embiid for one.
Hmm?
That
Oh, he can't guard
what
Embiid.
I saw last night. He's
Okay.
not. That's not going to be his assignment. It's not
Oh,
going to
okay.
be his
We're
assignment.
gonna have to bring Al Horford off
I
the
mean,
bench. We know. We know. Okay.
Drew Hard, no, this I'm gonna tell you which is worked by the way too. Like Joel B had his worst games against the Celtics this season. Like these are these are facts.
But
That's
talk to
all.
me about the barbecue session of Jokic cooking Chris Stapps. The idea of Drew Holiday guarding Chris Stapps in the clutch. Barbecue chicken, man. You can't be doing that. You
So
can't be doing
okay, arguably the greatest offensive player in NBA, modern NBA history. Cool.
that.
I'm gonna address that. I think that was bad. I think that was bad game planning on Missoula part for having that defensive matchups in that game. And with that being said, if this is a preview going to the finals, I don't. The lineups will be different. I guarantee the lineups will be different if
Mm.
hypothetically if the Celtics played against the Nuggets.
Oh,
So
what's gonna be different? What Drew on the bench or what? What? Who's on the bench? Derek
Drew
White is on the bench.
exactly no Drew Holiday off the bench and bring Al Horford in. That's really that.
Mm.
I mean that's really that
Mm.
simple.
hey,
That means Mike
can
Malone
I get
wins
my
that
take real quick
matchup.
on
Mike
that
Malone victory.
Jordan and
What'd you
LeBron
say?
thing? I say, can I get my take real quick on that comment I heard earlier about the
Oh
LeBron
Yeah,
man.
fans
you can
being
talk
like
about.
Jordan?
I didn't say I didn't. But here's the thing: do you speak for all LeBron James fans before you say anything, Chris? I didn't say you. I didn't say
Hell
you.
no.
I didn't say. Okay. I'm just speak your piece. We got
Yeah,
Sean as well.
man.
Here we go. This
Now
dude, man, league crazy, dog.
I've been hearing, certain things like this, what I'm saying, for a while now. But like I said, I actually agree with what I'm saying, the sentiment, because a lot of LeBron fans are starting to run around on YouTube, what I'm saying, crapping on all his teammates, what I'm saying, especially Anthony Davis. And you already know what I think about that situation. So,
Oh, name
yes,
them names, Chris. Name them names, man.
man,
We
whoever.
already. He don't got to get into it. You don't got to get into it.
Huh?
We all know. People
Oh,
back like we know it's a hit piece
It
against like.
anybody
But
you see blaming AD for Lakers loss is more than likely a LeBron James fan, and
that is a fact.
they're doing anything to protect this man. Now, I'm not. I'm a LeBron guy, but I'm not one of these guys that's just gonna sit up and lie for him. You know what I'm saying? Or act like I'm afraid of somebody challenging me because I'm saying something about him. Man, I don't care about none of that, man. You feel me? I'm a grown man, my nigga. Ain't nobody finna check me about none that I said. You feel me? Real talk, nigga. And if you don't like it, it is what it is, man. Keep being a fanboy all your life.
there are a lot of those, man. But respectfully, LeBron ain't doing shit this season, bro. Lakers ain't gonna do nothing really of any significance. So coming back to the
He finally
Lakers, right?
admitting it.
Wow,
Yeah,
have a good
yeah,
finals.
I know. I see that, man. And T Sweetie know what happened in that
I
fourth
thought you
quarter.
got them going to the finals.
The fourth quarter, right, against the Denver Nuggets. The Boston Celtics have been killing teams this season. The best record in the NBA, right? The best net rating in the NBA. They've been frying teams top 3 in defense, top 2 or top 1 in offense, right?
Hold
Y'all
on,
been
FC.
Y'all looking nice, but at the end of the day, man, when it comes down to the fourth quarter, why true on a team with the best starting five in the NBA do I not know where the ball is going in the fourth quarter? Why am I going to Drew Holiday, step back, cooking Jokic, and even though he's hitting, why is that what we going to our bread and butter in the fourth quarter? Why are we so dependent on matchup hunting and trying to look for the mismatch as opposed to just running our offense and getting a high quality look?
Well, I mean,
Why are we
to
not
be
doing that?
fair with that, they got away with that. They
Mhm.
they 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 went away with that Jokic on Drew Holiday. To be fair, because that was a good. I mean, fact of the matter is though, I mean the Celtics is the only in this the matchup hunting thing. The Celtics is the only team that can get away with this because of the five players they have in the starting lineup per se. But that's
They're the,
why Drew Holiday got off. That's why Drew Holiday did get off though. But
they're the
it's
only thing
still
that
the
can
That's
get
point of
away
the
with
not
it.
for
clutch.
the offense.
But with that being said though,
That's
to
for the
the clutch
offense,
though,
though.
which the Celtics still just I would like the Celtics to do more stuff in the clutch. With that being said though, listen, I've been watching Celtics for years and with this core of guys for years, whatever case may be. I mean, listen, I won't- let's they're like I said, they trying to figure things out. Like I said before, the Celtics ain't playing their best ball yet. There's the only thing they gotta figure out. They trying out, which I saw they try something out with having Porzingis on Jokic because of Porzingis' length, his height, but that didn't work. So
But he's flopping and shit. Yeah,
I
he
doubt,
ain't.
but
He
I
flopping.
doubt, but I doubt. But like I said before, it just I mean, like I said, because Jason Tatum don't have to take always the last shot. By the way, Porzingis could
No,
take
but
the
just
last shot.
just put
Jaylen
the
Brown,
ball in his hands and run some
Derek
offense,
White.
bro. We can't let Derek White take dumbass shots. We can't let Drew Holiday take
I
step
mean,
back
but just
three
but you
even if
but I
he's
mean,
hitting.
listen, but here's the thing though. If it's the shot,
Rely on
the
that,
shot
man.
is there.
Especially in the playoffs,
If
bro.
the shot is there, then like I said
Sometimes
before, that I would
the
like
role
more.
players
I
even
would
take
like
the
to
shot.
have
There's a reason why the shot's there,
yeah.
bro. As a coach, I'm Mike Malone is like clapping his hands. Yeah, Derek White. Yeah, Drew Holiday. Keep doing that shit. That's what we want you to do. Y'all playing into our hands.
Yeah, but this
That's
my thing though. First of all, I'm gonna go ahead and get this out the way before I even start saying anything else. Nobody in the NBA can stop Jokic. Let's go ahead and get that out the way.
Exactly.
Secondly,
That's a, I
secondly,
don't know why people keep bringing
definitely
that
not
up.
yeah,
Jokic.
no,
But
nobody can
Yeah,
stop
definitely not
Jokic.
Drew Holiday though.
Let's
How
move
about
on.
we take him off Drew Holiday though? How about that? How about Drew
Well, I mean,
Holiday?
I can agree with that, but can't nobody stop Jokic. Now let's move on. Secondly, um,
yeah, like, that's a thing too though. Like people, I'm seeing a lot of people keep saying that. Oh, look at what he did to Porzingis. I mean, what do y'all expected? Like,
Hmm?
I mean, Jokic
yeah,
doing
No,
what
no.
nobody,
The thing is,
everybody.
Kristaps
okay,
didn't
stop.
even
Jokic,
try to stand his ground, bro. He was out here trying to take charges and do dumb shit.
I
You
mean,
ain't doing
nobody can stop that dude, man.
that
But
was
anyway,
a foul though.
just stand your ground, bro.
That dunk he
Stand your-
did. That was a foul though. That was a foul though. They didn't call, but
but
that's
back
neither
to
here
what
nor
I'm
That's
there.
a
saying.
The
flop
picture,
though.
the picture on the thumbnail. That was a foul though.
No, that was
Because
a flop.
I've seen Jaylen Brown, Jayson do the same exact thing. They got called. They got called foul, doing the same
Nah,
thing.
but
That
Chris Pass
extended
flopped
elbow.
though. If he didn't flop, it would have been maybe a call, but he flopped. He exaggerated
Man,
the con-
he legit got pushed.
he
What do you
exaggerated
expect?
the
Like what you
contact.
tell Jokic is a big dude.
I'm
And
not
the
I ain't with
thing
MVP.
no
is,
exaggeration.
Some
and the thing,
defense, man. I'm the MVP, man. You can't rely on that,
and
bro.
this, and this
You
the
can't,
funny thing about the whole
you can't get that
situation.
call for
Jamal
shit.
Murray, they beat the Celtics, and Jamal Murray didn't even have a good game.
Aaron
See,
Gordon barbecuing niggas.
you have he had 19 points. Jamal Murray had 19 points when they played
I
y'all.
mean, and like I said before too, though. Listen, I understand
Peyton
that
Watson. Shout out
the
to Peyton Watson.
Celtics in the fourth quarter at times, whatever it looks stacked. I would like this the offense be a little bit better. But like I said, listen, we lost that game because of execution. Listen, when we talk about execution, right? Execution doesn't mean just fourth quarter.
Mhm.
That execution is from the first quarter to the last quarter. So when you got Jaylen Brown, listen, Jaylen Brown balled out, but those missed free throws hurt. When you got Jason Tatum may not boxing out Aaron Gordon, those things
Mm,
during games and defensive missing defensive assignments,
okay.
whatever, that's gonna hurt you. And that's one of the reasons why we lost. And then when you and um having those turnovers, which the Celtics have been great at taking care of the ball this season, one of the best in the league, matter of fact, and they turn the ball over a lot, and then not getting stops, losing the non-Jokic minutes. That's lost us the game. All the people just looking at the fact that it was a close game and the Celtics could have won, they didn't make the shots or whatever, or it was bad. Listen, talk about the rest of the game. Did y'all the game?
But you still
The
had a
first,
chance. The
the
point
four.
is, you still had a chance
No,
at
it's
the
not the
end.
point. It's not the point. But it's not the point. Listen, at the end of the day, though, it wouldn't be at that point if the Celtics would have executed better
Sometimes you
in
ain't
the rest
gonna
of the
win.
48 minutes.
You talk
Why
about
we
winning pretty though. How about
that's
you can win
lazy.
ugly? You can still win an ugly game.
That's
You can
lazy.
grind
That is lazy. What?
it.
But I agree with what Joe said. Though. I mean, I agree
You
with
can
what
still
you
grind
said.
it out. You can sometimes win games
That's
you're not meant to.
But
I'm not denying. I'm not
got to agree
denying.
with what
I'm
you're
not
saying.
denying.
The end part,
I'm not
rather.
denying. I'm not denying the bad stagnant offense in the end of the game. I'm not denying that. But same here, but just going off of that and not talking about the other things, the reason why the
Oh yeah,
Nuggets won
they
the game
contribute to it. Okay.
is ridiculous.
Hey,
No
but
doubt.
that is,
But what's more important though?
but
What's
hold
more
on though.
important is the
Hold on though. But what he said at the end, but what he said before that is actually true though. Any
no one
team,
denying that.
any team that play the Nuggets, they have to win when when Jokic is on the
You
bench.
gotta
They
play
got to
perfect. You
win
can't
those
make no.
minutes.
You
Well,
You
gotta
got
win
to
those
win
minutes.
those minutes.
can I jump in real quick? I'm
Yeah, what
sorry,
up,
y'all.
Sean?
Yeah, what up, y'all?
Yeah.
So I watched the game last night.
What up, Sean?
I'm not talking to you.
Hey, Buck came out of nowhere.
Yeah. I'm not talking to you. No. No. So it was a couple things for me when I watched the game last night. I thought the first thing was obviously I thought the Celtics probably should have played bigger earlier. They should have had Horford and Porzingis in together earlier. I thought that kind of factored in. And again, to True's point, I think you may see more of that lineup if they meet in the finals. I don't think they'll necessarily start with that lineup, but I think you may see more of that, him go to that lineup faster, particularly because I think Horford, to me, is the better defensive matchup for Joker. You're not stopping Joker. We all know that. You don't stop Joker, but you got to throw bodies at him. You got to make him work a little bit. So I think that's the first thing. I think the second thing is everybody's talked about the Nuggets bench all season. And I thought the Celtics had the better bench. I thought the Celtics would get more from the bench last night, and they really didn't get a lot from the bench last night, which I thought was the other thing.
Where was Tillman? I didn't see him making an impact. Go ahead, my bad.
So yeah, and so I think that factored in. But I think the other part that factored in, and this is something I heard last night, and it was an interesting stat. I didn't realize the Celtics are last in the league in forcing turnovers. To be as a good defensive team as you are, and you're last in the league in forcing turnovers, I thought if they had been able to just, get a couple more turnovers, get out and transition a little bit more, that would have helped the game a lot more last night. I think they played Denver's game a little too much last night and didn't really get to play true Celtics basketball. And that's even with Tatum having a rough night. And obviously, had two back-to-back kind of, off games for him or whatever. But I thought those were differences in the game. But we also understand that what happens in the regular season is not always indicative of what's going to happen in the finals, if this is the finals matchup. Because if it is the finals matchup, then Boston would have.
It's a hell of a good game.
But Sean, would you say that how Denver played, especially down the stretch, is indicative of what they would do in the playoffs? Pretty much,
Well,
right?
I think what Denver did in the game is
Damn,
indicative
T-Sweetie. Hey, man, turn that off, man. Can't hear
what,
nothing.
what Denver did in the game, Young Africa, I think is indicative of what Denver does in games. They don't they generally don't beat themselves late in games. And it's because of Joker and Murray and the guys playing with high IQ. But also think, again, just watching some of the replay from last night, one of the things that hurt the Celtics to me was when Joker had the ball strong side, they got a little caught a few times ball watching, and Aaron Gordon was able to basically dive in 3 or 4 times because they were ball watching. That's not good fundamental team defense.
That's Tatum. I saw Tatum multiple times doing that.
Well, but
I mentioned that. I mentioned that.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think you put that on one person. That's a team.
Yeah.
That's team defense, right?
Okay.
So I think that's, to me, what the Celtics have to focus on is, being more locked in defensively as a team late in those moments. And again, can you force 1 or 2 bad shots or 1 or 2 turnovers to get out on the break? Because again, the couple times they were able to get out on the break, Denver couldn't get back. I think the Celtics got to against that team, you got to run. You got to get up and down.
Yeah, they gotta be more aggressive defensively, play more sound. Like I said, listen, like I said, and the thing about not just having the Nuggets having high IQ, they have team chemistry, which is an underrated. They play the best team ball. They play the best team ball at anybody in the NBA. They play as a string on off. Like it's really amazing to watch the Nuggets play. They may not have the best talent per se, but when you playing a string on both sides of the ball where nobody's a liability and like even they cover each other's weakness in a sense and everybody's communicating offense
Jamal
and
Murray
defense
holding his own
is
in the post, right? One
is
on one with
is
Tatum, holding his own.
but like I said, it's all when that's an underrated thing because you can have a high IQ and not if you can have high IQ. Because we've seen a lot of teams with quote unquote high IQ, but if you don't got the team chemistry, you don't play as a unit. If you don't play as a team, it doesn't matter. And when you have the IQ, you mix in with the, of course, you having Jokic, arguably the best player in the league. Mike Malone, arguably, shoot, he's coached his ass off. He's been coaching his ass, but for a long time, quite frankly, he's been with these guys for a long time. I mean, KCP, these guys. I mean, listen, like I said before, and I said this on my last stream. The team that I'm worried about the most is the Nuggets, and this is
So
why.
true.
Like, it's
Let me
because
ask you a question. What's up, everybody? So who has a better IQ
whatever.
between Philadelphia and the Celtics?
No.
And chemistry.
And chemistry? You talk about that's two
And the
different things,
IQ.
IQ and chemistry.
Both of them. Both of them. I'm asking both questions.
Um, I'll say the Celtics and chemistry wise and IQ.
Ralph
But
has to
that
answer
being
that.
said, though, hold on, but Ralph. But that being
You know
said,
where I'm
though,
going
I
with
think
this,
what you're
Lee.
going, but I think what you're going with it, I think Celtics are both. But I'll tell you, but sometimes you need more than that too. Though sometimes it's a combination of different things. For example, the
Well,
Milwaukee Bucks. For
True,
example, the
true.
Milwaukee Bucks, right? Remember the Milwaukee Bucks in 2021. Let's be honest. That team wasn't. They was very frustrating to watch at times. If y'all remember that time, they were very frustrating to watch at times in situations. But they won the championship, right? When it
No,
comes, to, you know what I mean. When it
my
comes to this,
thing was
so
why do the Denver Nuggets without Joel
it's
Embiid
a unit though,
in
right?
the past 2 years when they went to Denver without 3.5 3 years really
And
without
y'all
Joel
match up
Embiid,
well because
they
it's also a
struggled.
matchup too.
I'm saying they
But it's
struggled
matchups.
versus Philadelphia
But that's a
without
but you
Joel.
right.
Barely
Yeah,
win.
but that's match. It's matchups though, bro. I'm just telling you. That's the other thing you didn't mention. Matchups. Y'all match up well with Denver, so it's like
Even without Joel Embiid with the big guard and Jokic.
I didn't watch that game, so I got be honest with you. I probably got watch. I
It's
mean,
been three
I get
years
what you're
straight.
saying. I get what you're saying. I didn't. Cause I really don't. I don't think I ever watched those games without Jordan Embiid. I'm really trying to remember.
I have, and they barely won 3 years straight, bro.
I'm,
man, the 76 is on the free
uh,
throw.
but
I'm just talking about Denver, bro.
I know what
But
you're
I'm just
talking
saying,
about.
but answer your question with that though. That's just y'all just match up well against Denver though. So that's my only
But
explanation
y'all
with
been
that.
having the
I
better
mean,
personnel without Joel Embiid
True,
for 3 years.
true. I was gonna say, Ralph, to answer your question, neither, because the Milwaukee Bucks, they have Glenn Rivers.
yeah, that man
Mm.
called that man by girlfriend for my first name. So,
And Doc Rivers.
Man.
yeah,
But
No, his
but
name is
I'm just
Glenn, bro.
but
it's
like
not a
I said though, yeah. So like I said, but that's why it makes the Nuggets so dangerous. Cause like yeah, they make like I shout out to Sean at SB Rotator Face to Face. Like they were talking about, like I said, like they don't have a quote unquote all star. If you want to argue Jamal Murray is an all star level player, I mean, hey, whatever, right? But the fact of the matter, like they are a very unique team, and that listen, they can win it. They have a possible chance they can win another championship for a
They kind
reason.
of remind me
So
of the way they structure like the Spurs.
the,
Yeah.
Like,
the Nuggets, somebody they
it's
going.
very similar. Yeah,
right,
Ag,
it's
Sean?
very. But even going back to the bench, we talking about even the bench because because it's
Structure like the Spurs.
the Celtics bench and the Douglas bench, I think they are similar in the sense of they're not necessarily big names. Besides, well, they don't have an Al Horford per se off their bench, but you get what I'm saying. They don't have necessarily the big names per se, but they listen. They play as a unit. They don't care who gets the shot, who. They don't care who takes what shot. It may be listen. Whoever the best play possible. And when you got a team
They
playing
let
like that, it's
Reggie
very
cook too.
unselfish.
Like
That's what I'm saying. When you
that's
got a
what I
team
like.
like
They
that,
let certain players just cook,
right?
even
That
When
with the
you got
starters.
a team that
That's
that
just
can
on
play
Peyton
free like
Watson.
that, yeah. When you got a team that can play free like that, and that can, like I said, that's only thing they care about making the right play every single time. And you got the guy like Jokic leading that charge, and Mike Malone and those dudes, and the talent that's surrounded by the fair Jokic. They're a dangerous team for a reason. So I mean,
I agree.
so people say it's like, but it's like, so people saying, "Oh, the Celtics choke." Like, I mean, it's just lazy. But can say, because at this point, it's like, why every time when the Celtics lose, it's like, oh, they beat themselves. Can we start getting? Because listen, granted, certain things we can talk about, but are we going to give credit to teams that won? Like at this point, it gets corny. Like I
I
ain't gonna lie,
agree,
like
but
it's like.
Tatum do beat himself a lot though.
No, I'm not
It's his,
saying. I'm not
it's his
saying we could talk.
decision
We could
making.
talk. Listen. We could. And no, he would have some lazy passes I didn't like. We can talk about the bad performance though, but you get what I'm saying though. It just
I
seemed
know
like
that
every
that
single
should
time.
outweigh the other team, the great team aspects of the Denver Nuggets or any other team that beat the Celtics should outweigh that. But when that's a pattern, true, you can't look away from that because a lot of the game, even though y'all been on a roll all season, the game going back prior and to the day, like a lot of games y'all did was the bad decision making, which you gotta fix the IQ, bro. That's your main problem, IQ. A
I
lot of
don't think
low.
that's really a. I don't.
Mm,
Well, that being said, right? I don't think. I mean, I don't think we're the highest IQ team per se. But if that's the case, then who besides Nuggets, who else is a high IQ team? 'Cause I mean, if that's the case, because
yeah,
the
but
teams
you
I be
can't really
watching.
oppose that question
the
because
Miami Heat, the
the
Miami
team,
Heat, yeah,
the
the
team,
Miami
yeah,
Heat.
some teams at the top or
Mm.
even in the middle, they can cover up their mistakes
The
a lot.
Miami Heat, true. Another team. Hey, but you
I'm
need to
just,
switch up
but
the
cause here's
idea,
the
true.
thing, but no,
Boston has more
because
problems
the
in
only
the
reason why I'm
East.
saying that
Don't
the
you?
only reason why I'm saying that because they said this was said to me and this was a talking point. The Celtics was not a high IQ team because they turned the ball over a lot. One of the reasons, right? One of the main reasons. Fast forward 2024, the Celtics take care of the ball. They one of the top of the league to take care of the ball.
That can't be true, right? That are true.
What?
That can't be a true statement. What you just said. Ain't no way that can be. Ain't no possible way that could be true.
No,
That is
it's
true. It
true,
is true
but
though.
Ain't
when
no
when
way.
I mean,
What? What you just said?
we turned the ball over last night. Hold on, we turned the ball over
Do
last
what you
night.
just
That
said
was a
again.
rare.
You just said that the Celtics
We
can't be a
won the
high.
best of the team.
They can't be a high IQ team because they turn the ball over a lot. That what you just said,
No,
right?
I'm just no. This is what I
he's talking
said.
about
No,
years prior and compared to
I
this
was
year.
told that one of the reasons why, because the fact of the matter is though, um, fact that they turn the ball over a lot. Fast forward, they changed that, and then okay, also the Celtics, all they do is take threes. Fast forward, yes, we still take a lot of threes, right? We take a lot of damn
No,
threes,
I still don't
but
know if that's a true statement.
though, nobody want to mention the fact that we also post up a lot. One of the best teams in the league posting up, but nobody want to mention that. So it's like I mean, listen, my whole thing is this: if you're going to say something, listen, it's like you get what I'm saying. It's like because I mean, I don't know. Cause last time
And
I
that,
checked, you posted up and you getting blind points in the post. That's easier points, right? Getting
yeah,
chances to
but
get
that
to free
still
throw
can't be
line.
a true statement. What you just said, though.
What's not a true statement? The
What
Celtics take care of the ball this year.
no, but I'm talking about. But what you said before, what people were saying, ain't no way people saying that.
Now,
No possible way.
a lot of people. That was some people. That was a lot of people. Reason why people saying the Celtics
Ain't,
was not
ain't,
a
ain't
high
no
IQ
ain't no
team.
ain't no way they saying that. Ain't no way they saying that.
I'm
How
just
they not
my whole
saying
thing is
that?
this. All I'm saying is this though. All I'm saying is this though. Marcus Dome. I was told that like we're not gonna remember like
And
Jason
I
Tatum.
stand
They
on it. I stand
said
on it.
Jason Tatum. They said Jason Tatum because like I said, Jason Tatum had the record for the most turnovers. That's all you hear. So now
Jason
it's
turnover.
like
I
listen,
stand on that too.
okay, but that being fast forward. they fixed that problem.
All right. So
I
since
mean,
we're talking
listen,
about Jayson Tatum having the most turnovers, and I'm gonna piggyback off the statement that you just made when you said if you got a lot of turnovers or you have a lot of turnovers, then you can't be a high IQ player.
that's what I
Uh,
was told. I'm not. That's not
that,
what. That's
that's
not. That's not. I was told. That's what I
where,
was told.
where if
Turnovers
that's
not
true,
high IQ basketball. That's not high IQ.
where if that's true, then y'all mans lead the whole NBA in turnovers. But they people say
Come on, bro.
level.
Oh, don't do that. See, here we go. I know you
But
about to say.
people
Come
say he
on,
got the
man. You
highest
about to
IQ
say.
ever, quote
Come
Come
on,
unquote.
on,
bro.
come on. I'm the,
Come
but
on,
not,
bro.
but this is my, but hold, this is my point though. But
So
okay, Mingo,
how
I
can
know
that
you start
statement be
getting back.
true?
Mingo,
It
but
makes
this is my
sense.
point though, Mingo. But Mingo, this is my point though. I'm not saying that I agree that Celtics can make better decisions when it comes to smarter decisions, right? I'm not going to argue that. I never going to challenge that per se. But you see what I'm talking about, right, Mingo? Where it's like
Yeah,
people would just say, okay,
I get
which
what
one
you're
is it?
saying.
I get what you're
But you
saying,
can
Mingo.
have it both
I
ways.
just say, Mingo,
What's
I
good
get
for
what
the
you're saying,
city,
Mingo.
for the Kansas.
But
So
Mingo, I'm
if
just
that's the
going to.
same thing they're saying about the Celtics, you got to say the same thing about him. Am I right about it?
But I'm saying, I get what you're saying. It's just like that's what I'm saying. It's like people. I don't like I said. People don't understand. Like IQ is making the right play basically making the right play every single time, or the best plays the most as possible. When you look at the Denver Nuggets, that's why people call themselves a high IQ team. But to become a high IQ team in basketball, you have to have the chemistry. You gotta be unselfish. You gotta do the other things to even get to that level. People don't understand that. You can't just you could like I said before. There's a lot of smart IQ basketball players that was on teams and it didn't work for some reason. I ain't gonna say no names. Shout out to Tracy. You know what I mean? That was a little. I mean, we gonna say. I mean, it's
A
guys that
careless, no, man. A careless turnover here and there is not the same as you being in the Eastern Conference, whatever, every year and a year, and it's the same glaring, almost mirroring mistakes, bro.
True. What are you talking about, True?
Stop it.
ball though too though. But at the same time too. Okay, with that being said too, teams also is forces those mistakes also though. Can we also agree
Yeah,
with
that's
that?
where you got to have a better decision making pattern.
True. Who you talking about, True?
I was talking about
Right?
Chris Paul. I was trying to be funny. I was talking about Chris Paul,
Chris
but I
Paul ain't the
mean.
problem with the Warriors, but keep
No,
going.
no, I wasn't talking about the problem of the Warriors. I was talking about like in general, people are overrating
He,
having IQ is
he's
important.
not a
Having
bad
IQ is
decision
important.
maker.
No, this not you're missing. No, listen, having high IQ is important though. But that being said, we've seen teams with high IQ lose multiple times. Like, I mean,
May I say something
I
to it? May
get
I
it.
say something, True?
Yeah, but it's not
Yeah,
off of a mistake
Hold
yeah.
they
on.
What up,
made,
Chase?
bro.
No, I just want to say that man, shout out to the Denver for winning, but this matchup didn't tell me anything about if who's going to win the championship. To be honest with you, because I don't go off of regular seasons. Just like the Boston Celtics, they only be judged by what they do in the playoffs. But at the end of the day, um, it was a good tough battle. It wasn't a blowout. You know, Boston had their opportunities, um, and it came up short. So I just want to sit up here and say these are one of the top two best teams opportunities wise to win the championship, and it was a really good game. It was a tough game. Um, we could talk about high IQ, but at the end of the day, um, these are the two best teams. They got great chemistry from top to bottom. That's the reason why Boston is number one in their conference, and Denver is top three in their conference. Soon to be number one, I think, because from what I am heard, Karl Anthony Towns is out for a month. I think, right?
He's out.
They about to
True.
lose.
Anybody?
Wait a minute, 4
Yeah, they
weeks.
about to lose. Yeah, Minnesota like they about to lose to the
Wait.
Cavs.
What you say, son?
No, he's having surgery next week, and then they'll evaluate him in 4 weeks.
So basically, the
He
thing
be back.
is
They say he
that
be
right
back in the
there,
playoffs.
it's
Sean.
going to be
They
tough for
say he
him
be
to
back
come
in the
back.
playoffs, Sean.
What happened to
Yeah,
him?
he should.
Well, it's going to be.
He has
Hold
a
on.
torn lateral meniscus.
It's
Oh
going to be
my
tough for
god.
him to come back anyway. At 100%. I think because when did the playoffs start? Like 4 to 5 weeks.
Well, you mid April, but as long as they hold on to their position, that gives him more time because you got the play-in tournament that gives you a little more time before the playoffs start. So yeah.
Well, Anthony Edwards also has that ankle injury too, and they're saying that the Minnesota Timberwolves might just reevaluate him too. So
he heard it tonight.
I know we heard it in the game prior, like in the first 5 seconds, and then they said that the Timberwolves staff was gonna reevaluate his ankle, so he might be out for a couple games.
He playing tonight?
Is he?
I thought he
Yeah, he
played.
playing right now.
They said that. Oh well, they said that they were gonna reevaluate him, but I guess it's just fine now.
Oh no, he a dog. No, he a dog. If he can play, he can play. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He got a calf thing on his knee though. Sean.
Hey, Sean, why won't you talk to me today?
I'm good. Lee. I'm good.
Why can't Sean acknowledge me? That's wild.
But at the end of the day, if you look at the
Mitchell, he hurt.
Say again, bro.
What's wrong with Donovan Mitchell? He on the sideline.
He's got a knee issue.
Oh man, worst time to get injured, bro.
Donovan Mitchell's injured. Anthony Towns injured. Steph Curry's actually injured too.
Yeah, I saw his show look nasty, bro.
LeBron James was.
Yeah,
LeBron James.
Lakers fighting, dude.
He went out.
No, LeBron.
Hold on. What were you gonna say, y'all son?
No, is LeBron playing tonight? Is he playing tonight?
No, he ruled out.
He's out. Okay.
Hey, I'm sad.
Because I think the Lakers got.
I was just gonna say I'm sad that I'm. It's all good. I'm sad that my hero, Ben Simmons, is out for the rest of the year.
Oh my god!
Tracy, why are you laughing?
But that man getting paid $37 million to play 17 games. That's wild.
I mean, hey.
To be fair, his back is messed up though.
Yeah, he's got a nerve issue in his back, so
you can't play with that. You gotta be careful with that. That ain't something that you just try to tough it out.
Honestly, how did I'm sorry, Chris. How did the back injuries with Ben Simmons start, and when did it start?
Like since he got traded. I know he's been having
before
that
it happened in Philadelphia.
It happened before.
Yeah, I'm saying since 2021, 2022.
No, 2018-19, bro. He got hurt. He fell on the court, and he's been having issues since then. Like every season forward, he been re-injuring his back, bro.
I don't know if he's gonna want to call it quits then, because back injuries are no joke.
But you know what's funny, y'all?
Yeah, he got that Shawn Michaels back.
But you wanna know what's funny, y'all? Is Anthony Davis has played the most games. He's not injured. Kawhi Leonard's played. Now Westbrook's been injured. It's kind of flipped. The people that was injured, they actually been playing the majority of the season.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's their time to shine, man.
No, I'll tell you what happened. When they came up, when they said that you have to play 65 games to, what was it called? 65 games in order to get the accolades or something. People just started playing.
Oh yeah, Sean. You know the Lakers got Spencer Dinwiddie and Harry Giles, Sean. So you know what that means. They're about to win the chip.
They got Harry. I just know they got Harry Giles. That's funny as hell.
Yeah, they got Harry Giles.
I
randomly saw that yesterday.
They got a tough schedule.
Hey, why Bates don't play like that?
No, I don't know why.
The Lakers got a tough schedule though, coming down the stretch.
They compete with the Bucks right now though.
What are they in the 9th seed?
Well, what's the score?
I think 9 or 10.
It's 18-21.
Yeah, I don't. Unless they go on the
they tough seed.
Unless they go on a winning streak to end the season, I don't see the Lakers making it in playoffs or play in. I could be wrong.
No, they'll make the play in. They'll make the play in. I don't know about the playoffs.
Hell, the only team that can knock them out is Utah.
No,
Utah's like 7 games.
Utah tanking. Utah. I'm gonna be real with y'all too though. Utah is tanking right now because Utah. I don't want y'all because Utah low key supposed to be the playing right now, but if you notice in trade deadline, they basically made them trades and like they changed they rotations. when they was winning games, they had Chris Dunn in the lineup and all that stuff, and then they took him out. I guess after the trade deadline, they traded. They started. What's the dude? I can pronounce Spanish. Simone. They traded to the Detroit. They wing shooter, and then they traded Kelly Olynyk to the Raptors. But they tanking right now, so don't worry about Utah. I mean,
Man,
the teams you see in the
Miami
play-in.
sold to it, son. How y'all gonna let the Mavericks beat y'all?
I mean, you
No, I
know.
was playing. I'm playing, man. I'm playing.
Yeah. Well,
Hey,
listen. I'm trying to give away Tyler Hero this offseason.
oh my gosh!
Made me off.
Hold up.
Hey,
I got
Tracy,
you.
I do want to ask
Sean,
you this, though.
why do you want to get rid of him so bad?
Oh man.
Oh no, he
No,
got
but
Them
Tracy,
Jason Tatum comments, because them
You
Jason
gotta
Tatum
go.
comments coming true. That's why.
Hey,
Them
what's going
Jason
on?
Tatum.
Hey, what's going on, Shaquille? What's going on, Shaquille?
What's
That's
going on,
crazy.
SB?
All right,
You
man.
heard me? Showing that Jason Tatum comment talking about people was coming. Remember that Tatum said that it isn't above
yeah.
man. You got people playing outdoor when the ball.
Hey, SB, how come you never respond to me in the chat, man? What did I do to you?
That's
What did I do to
crazy.
you and Sean? Sean even
That's
said he ain't
crazy.
talking to me today.
Yeah, besides your
That's
name being
crazy.
Leonard, I mean that's the start. You know what I'm saying?
That's wild.
But shout out to
First
SB
thing.
team for beating us, man.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
That
you
was
know we do.
that
We
was a
do
good
what we
game.
do, man. You know what I'm saying? We do what we do.
Hey,
hey, SB, that's rude.
hey,
Hey,
y'all called me crazy when I said the Bulls were playing better about Zach LaVine. Y'all called me crazy.
hey, he was
And,
on the first
and
train smoking to Detroit. We finna
I
get
ain't gonna
him.
hold you, but I ain't. But I'm gonna be real with y'all now though. He's gonna be hard to trade now. I ain't gonna
Oh
lie to
yeah.
you. That
Yeah.
y'all are in trouble now. Y'all,
But the great part
that's gonna
is
be
though,
close.
I think we'll play better when he get back because DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah,
They can't play good. Him and DeMar DeRozan can't play good together. We only good with
yeah.
one of those guys apiece. But true, my question I came on here was, I rock with Tatum. I hate he play for the Green.
Right.
Why my boy can't play consistent at the MVP level? Some days look like one of the best players in the league. Sometimes he look like a bottom 10
Um,
player in the league. What's going on, man? Is it mozzarella
I don't
sticks
know.
or is it Tatum?
I don't
I
know.
mean,
I don't know.
I'm gonna say honestly, it's just Tatum he's just trying to figure it out how to play in the team concept. If you notice, Tatum, listen, you understand how talented Tatum is. Tatum can average 30 plus points a game if he wanted to. But if you notice how sometimes Tatum, depending on how the game goes, he's trying to figure out, okay, how can I affect the game in different ways? Okay, look, for example, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown went crazy. Like he was just attacked. Like he was attacking the rim like a madman.
Yeah,
But
he
he
was.
listen, certain time, even it not even gotta be him. You may say he's like a Derek White, Chris or Porzingis or a Drew Holiday go off, whatever case may. He may sometimes take a back seat per se. But specifically yesterday, per se, like he just played bad. It's not really an excuse on that. I think he was like he looked like I said. I heard like I said Sean. He looked boy. I don't know. I think like he was trying. I'm not gonna say he wasn't trying per se to win the game, but it was like certain things. It was like a little uncharacteristic. Especially even let's say Jason Tatum is shooting bad per se or turning the ball over. One thing he's going to do is crash the boards and
Yeah.
play defense, which I didn't see at that same intensity level last night. So
And Sean can
um,
attest to this. I think we all got the Celtics maybe making the finals if they not the favorite, unless they run into Miami. I think Miami just got y'all number for some reason. They just figure out how to beat y'all.
clamps.
Miami just know if y'all can avoid Miami, I see y'all going to the finals easily. But if y'all play Denver, y'all grass. I got 6 games, max 5, over maybe. I can't see y'all
the
beating Denver.
Nuggets definitely can beat us though. But like even like I said, the
Yeah,
2 games is listen. It don't really. We don't know what's going to happen, right? Hypothetical, but I do know. I mean, these have been some competitive games,
yeah.
and both teams necessarily haven't played their best. So that I would that will be a
Which look
great
most
fight if
scary.
that
That
did
boy
happen.
Jokic be bullying Porzingis.
Oh
He
yeah,
be
that's gonna
bullying
happen
Why y'all
Porzingis.
keep saying he bullies everybody? Why y'all keep saying that like that was like it's like that's a
Because
he
from what
bullies.
I've heard from Celtics fans, he is the Jokic stopper, and I
That's
see
a
now
lie. You
I
just
ain't
made
seen
that
it.
up. You just made that up. You
Nobody,
legit just
That's
made that
no,
up though.
nobody
no.
ever.
You
I've heard.
legit made that up.
I
You
know what I've
legit.
heard.
Who said?
No,
I
nah.
don't know who said they not a real Celtics fan. I'm sorry to
Celtics
tell you
fans
that.
be
That
No,
was
saying
not
you
that.
even
just made that up, bro.
that
Okay,
ain't
but
no real
let's
Celtics
be
fans
Alright.
saying
honest.
that.
Let's
They
be
call
honest.
Joel Embiid and Giannis
Let's
the Joker
let's
stop.
be
Stop.
honest. Porzingis was only brought to the Boston Celtics for one main reason. And Sean, you can attest to this because he's part of the reason to stop your team is to stop that Miami Heat zone and put an inside presence in the mid range in the post. That's literally the only he was brought there to be.
Yeah, get an inside
Miami is
presence.
the only the inside presence.
Not and not just and not
That's
just
exactly my point.
Miami and not just in Miami though. Just give an inside presence. Period. That's his go. I mean, Porzingis is like I said. He's been Porzingis is our best big since KG. When it comes to having the inside presence and score, like no disrespect to Robert Williams or even Al Horford now though, but Al Horford now more of a stretch big now. He's not as the same efficiently in the post he was. And Robert Williams, and you know Robert Williams. He wasn't aggressive enough around the rim and he was too passive at times. So
the knee was gone. His knees was gone because trust me, he was not. He was aggressive all
no,
the
he's
time.
not. But even when he was healthy, whatever. The one thing I had a problem with Robin was his lack of aggressiveness as a offensive threat as a scorer at the rim.
That
Yeah,
knee
you can
was
be a
gone.
loud threat though. No, I'm saying even before that though, that still was an issue. That's why if you noticed before, if you saw Robin Williams got hurt, he added a mid range game to his game, a mid range to be more of a threat. So, but that being said, like Porzingis there, not just. I mean, yeah, of course, for Miami giving us problems, so having Porzingis definitely could bash that. But having the inside presence can kill mismatches in the post. I mean, hey, I mean that's. I mean,
Hey,
but I mean,
what's the
but
point of an inside presence if you don't have a structured offense in the fourth quarter to utilize it? You use him as a popper for the fourth quarter against the Nuggets, man. You use him strictly in the pick and roll to pop.
hey, listen, like I said, hey, listen, every game ain't gonna be perfect though. But I mean, every game ain't gonna be perfect. Every game definitely ain't gonna be perfect though. But let's not act like the Celtics ain't win games this season in the clutch either though. So let's not play that game. Let's not because we've been in close games all the way during the season too, and everybody's quiet. I mean,
We
listen,
don't measure you
granted,
versus the
I do
Chicago
believe.
Bulls. We measure you against the
And
best team
so
in
hold
the
on,
NBA.
So let's do this though.
Kobe
Who's the number
White
one
was
seed?
cooking.
Hold on. Let's do this. Who's the number one seed in the Western Conference right now?
Timberwolves.
Yeah. Okay.
So what happened against the
Me.
Celtics when they played the Timberwolves in the clutch? What happened?
What that
What
mean?
happened?
Was they the number one seed
I'm
at
just
that point
saying
in
what
time?
happened.
Was they the number one seed at this point in time?
Yeah, they were. I think they were. That wasn't Sean. That was the same time Sean would call him MVP. NBA
What
was
happened?
MVP and
Yeah,
all
that
that.
was number one. That was number
What
one.
happened?
Okay.
They were the one. Best defense in the league. Best defense in the league.
What
Oh
happened?
yeah,
MVP
until the
candidate and
Celtics
NBA.
and the Sixers beat them.
Right.
I'm just saying. I'm listening. And granted, I do believe our fourth quarter execution when it comes to running plays in those situations needs to be better. I agree, but let's not make it seem like they can't able to do things in the clutch. That's just false.
But you say
You
need
know
to
what I
be
mean?
better. It's non-existent though. There's a difference between need to be better and
How
have
is
an
it
actual
non-existent when we have a winning? Hold on. How is it
After you
non-existent when
just
we
chatting right now, bro.
in the
hold on?
first.
How is it
Look,
non-existent?
look.
Time out.
I'm,
How is it non-existent when the
I'm
Celtics
explaining it to
got
you.
one of the best clutch records in the NBA?
No, it ain't
How is it
about that.
non-existent when you've seen?
See, those numbers can only be tested by good teams, the great teams in the NBA, not no average team or middle of the pack team or teams that are just stepping up on a one-game season, young team on the come up. No. Great teams, contenders, because is what contest that, especially in the fourth quarter when they know they can lock down. So when you run that freestyle offense, right, of just pick and roll every now and then with Porzingis, right? Derek White will bring it up. You pass it to your best plays. They break down the defenders. If the defense collapses, now you're just creating off the dribble. And you can't do that in the fourth quarter. What happens, man, when you don't have the structure? Because in the fourth quarter, you can't just give it to Drew Holiday and let him cook. You can't just give it to other players and let him cook and act like that's going to be a winning formula in the playoffs, man. You can't do that. Against good teams, you can't do that.
I never said it was that. That's why I agree. It needs to be better and more. We need to be more consistent and better.
Non-existent,
I'm not denying that, but saying that we can't make it seem like we can't do it. At like we just automatically gonna lose. Now you talking about listen, last season and in the years prior, this was a real issue. Like let's not forget. Matter of fact, SB knows this. I was what we would do the Bulls and Celtics game. Okay, even last year was a problem. We blew lead. We'd be up on the team. Next thing you know,
Hey,
Celtics blew a lead. That being like things like that have gotten better, even in the clutch
just know
situation.
True was
So it's
doing
like,
push-ups, not me.
granted, granted, um, like I do think we need to be better, but the whole narrative that we just non-existent is kind of crazy. When we shown to
It is.
do that against good teams,
And y'all play
even
5 out,
that's
just
it's
play
just crazy.
1-on-1, man. 5 out, 1-on-1, pick and roll every now and then, bro. Like it ain't.
I
We
just
don't actually run a functional offense,
We
man.
weren't. We run the Celtics do run plays. Let's not make it seem like the
Anyone
Celtics
explain
don't
to
run
me the
plays.
offense the Celtics run, man? That's actually a structured offense. What's their bread and butter, man?
What are you talking about?
Young Africa.
They run horns. They run horns. What are you talking about? They run plays all the time.
Those are some individual plays. That's not an offense.
Young Africa.
Let Sean cook them real quick, man.
No, we got to be honest, right? A lot of teams, given the nature of today's NBA, aren't coming out and saying this is the offense we run. They're not coming out saying we run the triangle, or that's not what they do, right? This NBA is about spacing. This NBA is about can you run high screen and roll. This NBA is about finding matchups. It doesn't mean that teams don't have sets that they run. Yeah, they do have sets they run, right? The Warriors have it. The Celtics have it. Every single team has certain sets they run. But it's not a team. There's no team that comes out and says, this is the offense we run and this is how we play. That's not the NBA today. You don't win it. You don't win in the NBA.
Would you say the Nuggets are a team that run an actual offense and stick to that offense?
No, but again, the Nuggets have sets.
The same exact thing.
It's the same, but it's the same exact thing, right? Again, their offense can run because notice how they run their. Notice if you notice when they run their offense, the dynamic part of their offense is Aaron Gordon can actually run their offense as a point forward, right? They showed that dynamic last year, and they bring it out. They bring it out sometimes this year. So is that their offense, or is that just a function of we have guys who can do these different things, and we find a way to take advantage of it? That's what the NBA is today.
Yeah, that's what the Celtics do. And that,
let me reply.
That's what
I heard it, but let me probably. I agree, and a lot of teams don't run an actual structured offense, and it is high pick and roll. Your best players with the ball in their hands, space the floor out, and we're gonna actually attack matchups, break down the defense. If they collapse, we swing, and we get the nice 3-point looks that we do, right? But that's what the average teams do. That's what the teams on the fringes do, right? What I see as the best teams in the NBA do, right? When it comes to the fourth quarter, they don't do that. When it comes to the fourth quarter, see, there's a reason why, right? When the Celtics in the fourth quarter are giving Drew Holiday ISOs because that's just a part of the flow of their offense. When in the fourth quarter for the Nuggets, you're not going to see no KCP going off the dribble and taking shots that aren't part of his flow. You're not going to see Aaron Gordon just go off the dribble and go off script and try and attack his matchup one-on-one. You don't see those things because they have script. No. If they get the ball, that's part of the offense. If KCP gets the ball, that's part of the offense where he ends up with the ball in his hands.
Okay, what's your point, Young Africa?
No. If you're listening, there's a big point, bro. If you're listening, there's a big point.
No, you're just saying a bunch of nothing.
No.
You mad? So when you talk about the structured offenses in the NBA in the fourth quarter, they actually execute. The Golden State Warriors have a fourth quarter offense where they execute. They have to put the ball in the hands of their best players, and they're looking for certain players. And when you do that and the defense reacts, now your role players get the ball. But you don't let, like in a structured offense, Drew Holiday doesn't go one-on-one on Jokic just because Jokic is guarding him. You're playing into the hands of the defense. That's what I'm saying. That's low IQ ball.
I got a question. I got a question though, real talk, because like we bring this, it plays a purpose in this conversation, right? Because obviously we see like the done with the 90s and everything. Everybody talking about different era of basketball. Kobe alluded a long time, it's been a minute ago because he passed, that the reason why he liked playing with Phil Jackson because he felt like it was purpose basketball. But he felt like today's era, at that point in time, was non-purpose basketball. Do you think that still exists? Because y'all bringing up as like non-structured basketball. Maybe they're not playing basketball with a purpose. It's just drive and kick or just moving off instinct. There's no purpose in what people do. And then if that's the case that you feel that it's non-purpose basketball, who do you blame? Is it the coaches? Is it the players? Is it the league? Who we blaming for that?
Can I chime in on that, SB? I don't think it's non-purpose basketball so much as I think it's this basketball is far more free-flowing, right? It's not necessarily because, again, these teams don't come in and say, we're going to run this set offense, right? Like, if you come in and say, we're going to run the triangle offense, you're going to get killed. It doesn't mean that you can't run principles of the triangle offense, right? It doesn't mean you can't run principles of the Princeton offense or different, but that's not the NBA today. The NBA is more free-flowing. It wants guys the best way to describe it, right, is today's NBA it's like improvisational music.
Read and react.
read right? You know, pace and space, right? That's like the big thing, right? You know, let's play with tempo. Let's see if we can find mismatches. That's how we play. But it doesn't mean, to that point, SB, that teams don't have sets that they run. When they come out of when you come out of OTAs, right? You know, out of timeout, OTP, out of timeout plays. Teams got sets that they run out of OTPs, right?
Yes.
The Warriors have a set, and I absolutely love it, right? And it's a beautiful set because oftentimes either Steph or Clay will be the guy who's pinning down for the screen, and you'll see it. And normally Draymond has the ball. They run it with Draymond, where Draymond has the ball, and they're looking for Steph or Clay to come off. But the reason why it works is because Steph or Clay both commit to setting that screen.
That's great.
So they run that as an OTP. Teams know it's coming, and they still can't do anything with it. It's a staple play they've been running for. Actually, they started running in the Mark Jackson era, and they just kind of evolved it even more.
Yes.
In the current era. But it's a set that they run. I think we got to be very, very careful. And again, I understood what Kobe's point was.
Right.
But also, Kobe was someone who pushed back against often some of the rigidness of the triangle, right? He didn't always want to play within that structure. So I think the balance is, do you run a set or do you run free flowing, right? And again, a lot of times it's looking for where's the matchup, right? I'm gonna say this last thing. Greg Popovich told a young Kawhi Leonard, he said, when we call your number, we're not calling your number to get you a shot. We're calling to get the Spurs the shot. So oftentimes when the ball would end up in his hands, the young Kawhi would be like, oh, you call my number, it's my shot. He started to understand that, yeah, I may have the shot here, but there may be a better shot elsewhere. So we make this extra swing to Boris Diaw or to Matt Bonner or to whoever else is out here or Patty Mills, because that's the better shot. That's the more quality shot.
Okay, I respect that.
That makes sense. And then we come to the game that we watched, right? Where you see no, because I ain't getting moving off this, because I understand what you're saying, and it's a free-flowing aspect. And teams do that. But great teams actually have structure in the fourth quarter. I think that's what separates the execution of the experienced veteran contenders versus the young players and the young teams on the come up. They don't understand how to execute down the stretch.
Who are these great teams?
You have to switch it up in the fourth quarter. You can't just run what you've been running for the first three quarters. Teams are going to clamp down. Teams are going to make you pass to that guy in the corner that you haven't been passing to. So at the end of the day, when the Celtics come down, right, and like 3-4 possessions in a row, only Drew Holiday touches it, puts up a shot. Only Jayson Tatum touches it, puts up a shot. Porzingis gets the first swing and he puts up a shot, and they all miss, right? I don't think that you can do that in the first three quarters, because now the other team goes on a run, you can get a run back. But when you agree. When you have to execute,
I agree. It was bad. I agree. It was bad. But my whole thing is this too. Soda's been in those same situations plenty of times this season. Hold up, the Soda's been in those same situations plenty of times this season. And hey, Cavaliers situation, we lost. Last night we lost. Listen, we have lost games like that. We also won a lot of games in the clutch too. So let's not make it seem like that's every single game in the clutch. That's not true.
Real quick. That's true. And you won the most games in the NBA. We understand that. That's true. But if Kristaps hits that shot, if Drew Holiday hits that shot, that's still not good offense to me, bro. You still can't rely on that. That's my point. So you can make those runs go 10-0 and win the game, and that's still not good offense. Still not. You can't rely on that.
You missing my point. I'm saying I've seen better offense and better execution in doing them situations in different games. That situation, that game, it wasn't good. Listen, hey, it happens. So all I'm saying, I'm just
about, though.
And then, like I said, we talking about the Denver Nuggets. We talking about the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets are a very underrated defensive team. Also, like, let's not make it seem like they wasn't trying to force certain things to happen to slow down the Celtics in some situations. I mean,
so let me ask Sean a question then. Do you think that in this free flowing hybrid state of basketball, it is not, right? Where they're just reading and reacting. Do you think that it should be so free flowing that anyone who gets the ball in even if it's in an advantageous situation 1-on-1, should just be able to attack that matchup no matter what, especially in the fourth quarter? They should do that.
Again, I think it's Young Africa. It's all dictated on matchup It's all dictated on the moment. Again, I think what's happened, right? And again, I'm not one to say there's guys who've hit big shots in the fourth quarter in their career who are not superstars, right? Why did they hit the big shot? Because they had the freedom to take it, right? Steve Kerr had the freedom to take big shots in the fourth quarter, right? Robert Horry had the freedom to take big shots in the fourth quarter.
I would say that they came off structured offense, right? They came off plays, right?
Not
necessarily. Not all the time.
Them Jones,
but not
was not structured when they took them shots, man. Them Jones, they
right?
know what they were getting.
Let Sean keep cooking.
Stop it.
Correct spacing, positioning.
But remember, right? When Steve Kerr hits the shot against the Jazz in '97, he hits the shot because Jordan knew they were going to come off of Kerr to send the double. So that's what he said. Hey, be ready. Kerr, if you watch that game, Kerr did not have a good shooting game that game and really kind of struggled that whole series. But it was, again, Jordan understanding in this moment, they're going to come off. They're going to try to make somebody else make this shot and make this play. So let me be smart and make that extra swing, and you hit Kerr wide open, and he's able to catch and shoot. That's what I mean about the idea of sometimes it's matchup, sometimes it's moment. And again, it's what you don't want to do, and I'm saying this from a coaching perspective, what you don't want to do is take away the freedom of players to read the situation and make a play. You want to encourage them because it's not about sometimes making who takes the shot, it's making the play.
That's fair. That's fair, Sean. So in the fourth quarter, from a coaching perspective, should teams change offenses at least subtly to put the ball more in the best player's hands as opposed to just what the free-flowing offense of the first three quarters was? Should a coach change it up and be more structured in the fourth quarter?
Again, it depends on what's going on in the game. There's games where, you're down and you're saying, hey, listen, we're going to put the ball in your hands. It's time for you to go to work, which is, again, what a guy like Kobe did, what we've seen guys like Tracy McGrady do. Like, we've seen guys, great players historically do this, right? It's not uncommon. Paul Pierce did it many times in the Celtics uniform.
Facts.
That's the nature of great players. But in the fourth quarter, in a game that's still got flow, and again, the guys are still going, you can move the ball, you can swing the ball. What you don't want is a guy saying, hey, I'm taking over in the fourth quarter and literally shoot us out of a game because he's not moving the ball, or he's not playing some form of team basketball, or he's making the game harder on him than it has to be.
That's a fact. Got to play inside the basketball.
Yeah. Right. That means, and here's the thing about the Celtics is when you got five guys that can attack you in different ways. And that's the thing too about the Celtics. One of the things I would like the Celtics to do more is Tatum don't always have to take the last shot. You got Porzingis, you got Jaylen Brown, you got even Derek White that can get you different shots and off. Even Drew Holiday, like I said, in the situations are like they have so much talent. Whereas like Jayson Tatum, yes, he is the best player, but if the shot ain't there, we have other guys that's capable of getting the right play. So that's my thing. You know what I mean about that. You know what I mean? So
you're talking about the equal opportunity offense, man. I think that's a problem. That can be a problem as well. That's the interesting part.
Well, and again, Young Africa, again, it comes down to trust, right? Because again, great players, the best ever, trust their teammates, right? I make this pass to you. I trust you're going to make this shot. I've seen you put it in the work, right? I know you put it in the work, right? That's the other side of it, right? Go back to Kobe in 2010. Kobe in Game 7 in 2010 and against the Celtics was not having a good shooting game at all. Game's close. What does he do late in the game? He makes this extra swing pass to Artest for the three. That closes the game. Sorry, Trey. That closes, but that literally closes the game.
Ooh, that was
he passed the ball to Sasha Voracek. Clutch free throws at the end. Close the game.
So it's the other side of it is you want the ball in your best player's hands, but you got to get that best player to understand, trust your teammates. You're not out here doing it by yourself. It's a team game. Trust your teammates.
I agree, and I would say I will as a player I would trust them more if I know where my teammates are meant to be, what their responsibility are, and how I should run this offense in the fourth quarter. Now, if it's just on me to look for my own shot, break the defense down, and if they collapse or I read and react off of that, they could be playing great defense. I think coaching has a part to play, especially in the clutch in this era. And I didn't see good enough coaching in that game, individual game. Now, this is a trend, and we continue to see this. I saw that in the Cleveland game as well. And bad offense can create bad defense as well, and then that multiplies, and now you lose a 20-point lead. So it's interesting how, yes, I understand the free-throw nature of the game. I understand the skill and talent of the Celtics and how multiple players can get it done. Multiple players can run the pick and roll. Multiple players can get their own shot. And for that exact reason is why you need an actual structured offense, because a guy can get it and feel like this is my time, this is my shot. Now I ain't got it in 3 possessions.
They have a structure. Saying they don't have a structured offense is
the fourth
insane.
quarter of the game, it was not structured, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, nobody denying that.
Can
But
I
you
ask you a
make it
question?
seem nobody denying that, but saying that they don't do it at all is insane. Like that's kind of crazy. That's all I'm saying.
Africa, are you saying that it wasn't structured because of the execution, or are you saying that the sets just weren't?
No. Ball movement wasn't even there. It was stagnant. One pass, pull up the shot, get the ball, just take it one-on-one. Drew Holiday out here, ISO and Jokic. I don't think that's the formula.
That happens to every team, South Africa.
I think, that's what I'm saying.
What do you mean every team?
I don't think every team down the stretch does not run consistent sets on a routine basis. That's only the upper echelon.
That's the point, and that's what the Boston Celtics are
specifically teams that have a go-to playmaker that they know are going to execute those sets on a consistent basis. The Luka Doncic's, the Nikola Jokic's. So I don't think that should be a knock to the Celtics. I think the Celtics are actually within the common area of sets being ran.
No. That's the point. True tells me they do have an elite player on that level.
True be lying. Yeah, but True be clapping for the Celtics.
Okay then. Okay.
I don't know when did I say that. When did I say that? When did I say that? I said that the Celtics they run a structured offense.
No. You say Jayson Tatum, one of the best players in the NBA, MVP candidate, elite player, and you can pull the ball in his hands and he can close games. So if he's that type of player, then you put the ball in his hands.
So you trying to tell me we never see him do that?
No. It ain't about never seeing him do it.
So what are you talking about? So what are we talking about? Okay, listen. First of all, just because you have the best player doesn't mean he always got to take the last shot. For example, Jokic is the best player for the Denver Nuggets. Does he take the last shot every single time? No.
You know what are you talking about? They utilize Jokic. They utilize him every play down the stretch, bro. Ain't no Jokic in the corner. Ain't no Jokic on the wing just standing there. He is utilized.
I never said Jayson Tatum. I never said Jayson Tatum. When I say that they can execute better, I never said that Jayson Tatum is being in the corner. They can use Jayson Tatum as a screener in situations and pick and roll or whatever. But you talking about one game? But you trying to say we never seen them do it?
And I watched a lot of games, bro. I don't see Tatum setting screens in the clutch often, bro. They don't go to that.
Bro.
That's not the bread and butter, man.
Y'all really be see this.
We gotta pick out individual positions. Did that one time.
This is why I be saying. This is why I be saying. Like y'all be talking like this man Jayson Tatum. Y'all be talking like this. So hold on.
Told you he just saying anything, bro.
Hold on. Y'all be talking like the Celtics never made it out of the first round or something, bro. Like what are we talking about? Like you make it seem like
but where
like what are you saying?
I didn't say that, bro.
The reason why I'm saying that is it's enough sample. Listen, we get it. Man ain't won a championship, but he's been in a lot of big game situations. Hold on, we've been in a lot of Tom. You listen what I'm saying, but making it seem like, but listen, but here's the thing: make it seem like he's incapable of doing so, or whatever the case may be. That's just
I'm talking about the fourth quarter offense of the Celtics, bro. That's what I'm talking
about. Okay.
I feel like on a consistent basis, I feel like you missed the point that people are trying to make when we're talking about the Celtics. Niggas are not trying to hate on the Celtics. We're trying to give you the reality of the situation that the Celtics are in. Nobody said that they're not even the favorite to come out of the Eastern Conference, but for reasons like what happened against the Denver Nuggets, where you deal with inconsistent woes offensively. defensively, even though they have all the talent to really disrupt and blow up literally any offense in the league, they continuously still have these disruptions within. I don't know whether it's a focus thing. I don't know whether it's a continuity thing because they keep swapping out this player for that player. I don't know what the deal is, but they continuously have these inconsistent woes that put them for some reason in a situation that people do not know whether they really should be the favorites to win a championship, even though through statistic categories like out the wazoo, there's no reason why they should not be. And that's where we're saying.
Casual, can I say two things real quick?
Absolutely.
Yeah. No. So first, yes, every team generally has a flaw or two, even great teams.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that we have to level set with that, right? There's no perfect basketball team. Every team's got a flaw. And generally, your flaws come out against the teams that have a major matchup advantage against you. We've been talking about the Celtics because obviously it's a true channel, it's a Celtics channel, and a lot of people have been saying for the last couple of years that the Heat have had the Celtics number, right? We will see this year if they meet in the playoffs, if that's still the case. Now, obviously, the Celtics did beat the Heat one year to get to the finals, right? So, and won a Game 7 in Miami. So I don't think all is lost for the Celtics. Obviously, they have a flaw. The fact is which teams will they match up against that would be able to best take advantage?
And what's that flaw? How would you describe that flaw?
Hold on, Africa. Let him finish because I hear what he's saying.
Break down that flaw.
I think you're just more intelligently saying the same thing that True is saying, and I'm just going to repeat them. I'm going to repeat again what me and Africa are saying. Is not that we're not refuting any of the facts that you're saying because True is saying the same thing. What we're saying is when we come to True and we point out these flaws, he gets on the defensive and he goes to drastic.
You know why I get on the defense? You know why I get on the defensive? You know why? You know why I get on the defensive? Because there's not a lot of teams that can exploit those flaws this season.
No, first off, y'all not even acknowledging
that's a reality. That's just a reality of the situation, right? Because, like I said before, there's a lot of teams that can exploit those flaws this season. Like I said before, if you think,
what are those flaws?
Everything. Listen, it could be a little concern is the fourth quarter execution in fourth quarter, whatever case may be, execution during games in college. That is a little concern. Granted, that is, I'm not denying that, but with that being said, how many teams in the NBA currently right now that can sit up and exploit that besides maybe a Denver Nuggets team?
I think
in a 7-game series.
I think in a 7-game series, I think the Miami Heat can exploit it. I think the Milwaukee Bucks can exploit it.
Exactly.
I think the Los Angeles Clippers can potentially exploit it.
Facts.
I think the Golden State Warriors, even though I don't think they're going to make it to the finals, I think that they possibly could exploit it. I think that there's more teams that you want to acknowledge that can exploit the flaws that the Boston Celtics have.
Okay, that's hey, good luck with that.
Sean, how would you describe those flaws that you mentioned, Sean? What would you say the flaws of the Boston Celtics is?
Well, again, I think there's three things for me that if I were a Celtics fan that I would know this could potentially hurt us in against the wrong matchup in the series. Number one, obviously, the shooting too many threes at points, right? They can get a little 3-point happy. We know this. All right, we ain't got to go into that. That's the first. But the second is to be as good a defensive team as they are, they don't force turnovers. They're last in the league in forcing turnovers, which means they aren't necessarily getting out in transition as much as they could because they're not forcing turnovers.
Is that because we're not aggressive or we're playing more fundamental and just staying in front of our man, not trying to reach, not trying to play the passing lanes? Like, what is that?
I mean, it could be a function of that. I mean, again, I would have to watch, more film to really kind of understand that piece of it. But I just know I'm just giving you the stat. They are last in the league in forced turnovers. So they don't force a lot of turnovers. And so I think that's the second thing. And then the third thing, again, when they go up against a team with two bigs, again, how quickly do you go to the Horford Porzingis front court, when they're on the floor together, because again, that generally means you're taking either Derek White or Drew Holiday off the floor, right? So, when they go up against a team with two legit bigs, and again, I know people may not say Aaron Gordon's a legit big, but at 6'10", 250, he's a legit big. Let's just be clear.
Yeah.
I think that's the other piece. And again, last night you saw they did play Horford and Porzingis together, but again, in a series against Denver in a 7-game series, how quickly do you go to that lineup? Particularly when, again, Denver was attacking it and trying to use that to their advantage.
Okay. I got a feeling you don't think the fourth quarter offense of the Boston Celtics is an issue. I got a feeling you don't think that.
I got a feeling that you don't.
I'm not saying it's not an issue, but
think that the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, so
I'm not saying it's not an issue. I don't think it's not an issue. I don't think it's a. I'm not saying it's not an issue, but I will say is this too. You have to be in those situations to get there. So that's what I'm saying. So the Celtics, that's what this is the reason why I'm saying I'm confident. Listen, your hope is to make the game close, which is not. Listen, that's what I'm saying. And when you have and like I said before, I understand that we talk about the Celtics woes, but this is not the same Celtics team we had before. And like I said, shout out to Robert Williams, shout out to Marcus Smart, right? Shout out to Marcus Smart, shout out to Robert Williams,
Why are
right?
we still seeing the
Teams
same
like
problems?
listen, team, listen.
Trey,
When
can I say something, Trey?
we were shooting. Yeah, well, I'm gonna say this real quick. And the Celtics shooting
Oh
too
my
many
God.
threes, and I think I would like the Celtics to attack more at times, whatever case may be. But and we were shooting too many threes in the past, but the difference was we had Marcus Smart and we had Robert Williams on the floor. A lot of those times when you see teams do that, they will sag off, clog the paint, and help off to offer Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum, which that what Miami love to do. If you know, watch those games, they would do that for Marcus Smart, leave him wide open, force him to take the shots, whatever. This time you can't do that because when your worst shooter is Jaylen Brown, you see what the Warriors try to do. That shit. So I'm just saying you can't do certain things. We have
That wasn't
to. We have to.
true.
I'm fine. That's Chase. I'm trying to, but I'm just giving you an example.
They
Is
gave
like you
they
just
gave
can't.
up, man.
But I'm just saying. I'm just giving you an example that you can't do the certain thing. I granted there are certain things that the Celtics still have woes, whatever. I'm not denying that, but there are certain things you still can't do. But we also had to acknowledge though they got better at certain things you can't do no more either. That's all I'm saying.
Can I also say one
Okay,
quick thing?
so you think that there's some holes that I'm sorry, Mr. Tracy. I'm just asking this question real quick. So basically what you're saying is you just feel like the flaws that people are gaining on are saying about them, you don't think it's as much as what they've had in past years. So you feel like people are harping on shit that they don't find trouble in anymore.
Yeah, for like when it comes to the clutch fourth quarter and execution like during the game, that is still a somewhat of a concern, right? Because we got to see them do it and get over that hump per se. But even the threes per se, I mean the Celtics generate the most open shots in the game, so it's like they wasn't doing it at the rate they did in the past. They was more in the past. They were more forcing those shots and relying. This time around is they're getting those looks and then adding more dimension to the offense when it comes to Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown being more attacking, more getting to the free, and adding Porzingis being a more interior force. So there's certain things. I mean, granted, and it's going to be hard to beat. Listen, it's going to be hard to get in a 7-game series to be in close games against the Celtics. To be honest, being honest with you, in my opinion. So if you're not in those situations, and like here's the thing too. That's the first time I think under Joe Mazzulla that Cleveland game. They blew a 20-point lead under Joe Mazzulla. I think that was like the first time. So that doesn't happen often. That was rare. Dean Wade is not going. He ain't going. He got 20 points. Granted, shout out to Cleveland, but Dean Wade giving you 20 points. It's not going to be a regular occurrence in the fourth quarter.
I feel like the offense was the reason for that too. That's the crazy part.
And can also say real quick, True, when you're and I'm speaking from a coach's perspective. Sometimes when you're a team that's been as dominant as the Celtics have been this year, sometimes as a coach, you want to get your butt kicked. sometimes you want to see your team flop in those moments because that means they actually have to listen to you now, right? When everything's going all well and all good, players tend not to want to listen as much. It's when you get your butt kicked, then they're like, okay, wait a minute now, we're not as good as we think we are, so let's listen to what he has to say or she has to say. And so I think that in some ways can be a good thing, for the Celtics. And again, and I said this on Real Takes Over Fake Debates. Sometimes when you're up as much as you are at this point in the season, you do get bored. You do not focus on the attention to detail things as much as you normally would, because what are you fighting for? The Celtics are 8 or 7.5 games up in the East. They're going to be the number 1 seed unless something stupid happens. So, what are they really focusing in on this season? They're focusing on, let's get through this last month and get ready for the playoffs.
I agree. I think, and I don't think that goes really unnoticed. Like, a lot of people have been down on Sacramento this year, but I actually feel like Sacramento is more disciplined on the defensive end in large part due to them learning the lesson the hard way throughout this stretch. And they're starting to be more obedient to Mike Brown. I think they were so high last year offensively that they forgot what it feels like to get a humble ass with them, to be quite frank with you. And so I think that the Golden State Warriors series,
I don't know. They got humble real quick in last year.
Yeah. And so I think if you notice this year defensively, they look more disciplined in their sets. Not a lot more gambles from Malik Monk.
Where's Sacramento
6
at
man of the
right
year
now?
too, by the way. My opinion, Malik Monk 6 man of the year.
Where's Sacramento at right now in the West?
They like what, 7th?
Hold on.
They like 7th right now.
It's 7-6.
I ain't gonna lie,
I think
that's
the
7th and
Mavericks
5th
are
though.
8.
That's 7th
The
and 5th.
Pelicans are 6.
That fifth. Yeah, I ain't going. Pelicans is an interesting team. They're an interesting team.
Yeah, that 5 through 10 right now is crazy.
Yeah, really, honestly, 4 through 10, because it's only really 5.5 games to separate 4 through 10
Oh
in the
yeah, I
West.
forgot. I thought the Clippers are 4th, right? Ain't Clippers are 4th,
Yeah,
or is it?
the Clippers are 4.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard getting that spot though. It's gonna be hard getting that spot. But
It's
like,
gonna be hard, but
realistically, you're right. But I think the kind of Clippers, the momentum they on. Let's see if the Pelicans can keep it up. They gonna keep being a more disrespected team, in my opinion. The fact that they like when it comes through like the top 8 in each conference, because they ain't getting. Granted, I understand Zion Williamson. He want to spend his money in the off season, indulge in different things, but they have a hell of a team. When Trey
They're
Murphy,
really good.
Herb
They're
Jones.
really
I
good.
think I think the
They don't
thing
have a
is,
calling card. They don't have a calling card. Like when you
I
look
think they
when
do
you
have a
get
calling
down the
card.
stretch.
Yeah,
I don't feel like it. If they do, I feel like it's not a consistent. It's a consistency thing, because like when you look at
yeah.
certain teams, especially in the West, they all have like when they execute either offensively or defensively, right? Like Minnesota, a lot of their games go down to the wire because their offense isn't as good,
So
but
Brandon Ingram's not.
defensively, huh?
That's one person though, Brandon
Yeah,
So
Ingram.
yeah,
Brandon
that's what I'm
Ingram is
saying. When
not
it
a
comes,
go-to guard.
no, it's not that he's not a go-to
He
guard,
is,
but
but that's not enough.
That team is too effy, yo.
That's what I'm saying. Even in Brandon Ingram's
I don't
case,
know
like
about that.
you can't depend on one
Bro, I
guy to
watched them
create.
versus Philly tonight, bro. They barely won, bro. They was up
Like
by it was 82 to like 34, and the Sixers came back, bro.
if you watch
Almost
him,
beat.
if
Okay.
you look at
What you
if you watch the
mean,
Pelicans,
okay, bro?
they're
They
not
was getting blown
consistent.
out crazy, bro.
Yeah, the
They
Pelicans is
got blown
definitely.
out. Hold up,
I,
they was getting blown out
the,
so bad,
the
and they
the
came back
the
so
thing
quick
is,
and
yeah,
let their
I think
starters
it's
come back in, bro. What are we
I think
talking
the
about?
personnel. I think it's kind of like a personnel thing because, like, be honest with you,
Point guard.
who
They need a
is
point
the
guard.
who is the go to guy on that team? Honestly, can anybody really say
Brandon
like
Ingram.
honestly
They
like
trying to do a
we can
one-two
assume
combo, bro. They trying to do a combo.
no I'm saying I understand the duo part. Of course, we know the duo, but you get what I'm saying. If that makes any sense, like we can assume who it
They
is
don't got
though.
no
But
guard,
like
bro.
They need a point guard. They need a guard that can be able to get Brandon Ingram and Zion quality shots in their
yeah,
Fact.
spots so that they don't have to work as hard. That's their
yeah.
problem.
It would have been
I said it before.
Alvarado. He was doing a good job, but
I
they
don't
Nah,
think
still
it's
he
ain't
not.
got
But
no.
he ain't.
I don't think Alvarado is that guard for that. Not that
You know
specific
what I'm saying?
role.
He was getting no when he had this little spurt, like
Mhm.
when you watch like a little bit of games here and there, he
Mhm.
would do it, and then they just was allowing him to get his stuff off and start shooting
He
more.
got hurt. He got hurt, but he got hurt though. Then Dyson Daniels second. He coming in. He blowing well. Jordan Hawkins. Alvarado's like he's like a 10th, like 11th man now. Cause you got
Yeah,
Jordan
but
Hawkins coming in. They got deep roster though. They deep. I mean, I'll say this though. I mean, it's gonna be a match of whoever they see in the playoffs. Though, in my
For
opinion,
real,
I
It's
for
gonna
don't
real,
be
they
know.
a tough
supposed to be
I
what
don't
the
know who they
Kings was
play.
playoffs
last
play.
year, bro. They supposed to be what the Kings was.
But I wouldn't. But I
Who?
say this though, I wouldn't take them lightly. I wouldn't take this team lightly though, because
What do you mean? What
I
they
they
got a roster structure like how the
yeah.
Kings was supposed to be last year, bro. That's their ceiling.
I
They're
think they
supposed to be a
deep, but
top. They're supposed to be a top
I,
three seed like
I
last year.
think, I think, I think I see what you coming from, Rob. But this team is deeper than that Kings team. To be fair,
No,
though,
what I'm saying they're supposed to be in that position.
yeah.
Like they always supposed to
Top
been in the
three.
top.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's,
they've been grooming to be
I
that
don't think
way.
so.
Okay, well, no, he's saying that. You saying that because of Zion, though, but Zion ain't what you. I mean, if you
Zion
think
and
if
Ingram when
Zion
they
was
had Josh, when they had all them
yeah,
guys, and they kept
but
climbing year after year
Zion,
from the out the
yeah,
play in. This were
right,
that was the third seed to the fourth was
yeah,
supposed to
but
be in their destination these last few years, bro, and they
because
failed.
Zion was
No,
because
they didn't.
Zion
They
was
still like hold on. Hold on. They still like 4 to 5 range. They still could go from. They still right there in the top
yeah.
five. So how's
Cause
that a failure?
they in the top. They in
they
the top
got
five, but
they,
they feel closer to like they feel close to
Six
like
yeah.
and
6,
seven, the
7.
playing
Yeah,
damn
they
near.
feel closer to 6 and 7 than they
The
do
way they
the tenth
play
and
sloppy
No,
ball,
no,
and
or the top 14.
around
no.
this time they're playing the same way, sloppy ball, bro. They be
It
cooking
really,
in
it
the
really
beginning of the
is. They
season.
don't have, bro, Tracy. I'm telling you right now, they don't have a legit point guard that can bring them in
You're
the set.
right. They're not structured.
I don't think people understand how important it is to
I'm not
have
saying
that
none of that,
guard that can
guys. I'm
bring
not
you
saying
into
none of that.
sets.
I'm
Like
not
you
saying that
need
they are
guard
top.
play.
I'm not saying that they exactly where they want to be. But what
Hmm.
I'm saying is this team right here is going to be a team in the playoffs. They're not a bad team. They were
No,
a
we're
bad
not saying
team.
that.
Their record would show that.
We're
But
not
I mean,
saying that
yeah,
they're a
they
bad
got
team.
the structure,
They're underachieving,
but
Tracy,
at the
bro.
same,
No, we're not even saying. I'm not saying that they're
I'm not
say
saying
again,
underachieving.
I'm not going. I ain't
what?
going
Yeah,
that
I'm not
far.
saying that they're underachieving. I think
No,
under the with
hold on,
the
casual,
personnel
casual.
that
I'm
they.
not talking about you, casual.
Oh no. I'm just saying because Ralph said that they're underachieving, so that's why I said that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say
Okay,
I'm
underachieving.
not saying
I
that.
can't call them underachieving because we know, the reason why I'm not
So
gonna
if
say
the
that because
Nobody
understand.
else.
Timberwolves that much
Nobody
better than
No.
else.
them,
Time out. The reason why you can't say that because you gotta be fair about Zion's health and stuff like that.
bro, that's
I
his
mean,
fault. He
all
can't
that.
put the wings down like me,
Nobody's
bro.
no,
Stop
but
it. What we talking?
I'm just saying. But I'm just saying though, like that's the thing of why you can't say necessarily underachieving per se. Because to be honest with you though, I think people were still. I mean, a lot of people didn't thought the Pelicans were going to be this good. To be fair, talk to a lot of people. Like I think they was going to be
Shit, I
just
was one of them.
like a 6-6.
I thought they
I
was gonna
think
blow
y'all
them.
remember I was saying I was telling. I think I was telling the casual. I think I said they could be at 6, maybe fifth. But like
Yeah,
it all depends on the health, of course.
I said
I
best
thought
case.
my thing was going to be with the health.
Yeah, I said best case scenario they'll be the back end of the playoff team. Worst case scenario they won't make the playoffs because I felt like I felt like the Houston Rockets experiment was going to go a little bit better, which it is. I'm not making it seem like they're playing bad this year, but I thought it would have went a little well. The problem and you asked the question, Ralph, earlier. is Minnesota really that much better than the Pelicans? And the answer is actually yes, because defensively, you know what you're getting out of that unit. They showed it last year, and they're even building off of it this year. And then on top of that, they have something that the Pelicans do not have. They have a point guard in Mike Conley and Monty Morris that can continuously bring them into their sets, and they very rarely make mistakes. The Pelicans don't have that.
Okay, I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that one.
That would be an
I
interesting
don't,
series though. That would be an
It would
but
be
yeah,
interesting
an
but
inter-
series.
it would be an interesting
I
it would
don't
be
think
an
they would
interesting
blow out the
series because
Pelicans.
that offense is oh my god with the
I don't
point
think they
I
would
ain't
guard.
blow
gonna
out
lie,
the Pelicans if
Pelicans.
they were to face them.
Yeah.
And I think
Especially
that's the reason why you see the Pelicans use Zion as a point forward because they
yeah,
don't have that traditional point
yeah.
guard that can get them into whatever they want to run.
But does that best utilize? Do you think that best utilizes Zion for what he can be?
I mean, he has a skill set as a playmaker, right? I mean,
Uh-huh.
I remember when he was coming out of Duke, there were people that were trying to find comps and comparisons, and one of the many comparisons is they said Draymond, because he's a guy who can take the ball off the board, push it, he can get you into your offense. He's kind of an underrated passer.
Absolutely.
So does it utilize him best? Yeah, because it's a skill set for him. Now, I mean, again, the balance for him is playmaking versus scoring.
Yeah.
Does he score enough for them? I think he does, but that's really it. And again, we know Zion's skill. The big question about Zion is health, and can he stay healthy long term?
He's been healthy this year, so I'll give him credit there.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
But even
he
still,
didn't
I
have an
still think
underrated season.
even even still, I feel like I still feel like the point guard is necessary to maximize Zion because even if you do want to run an offense that has him more prone to be the point forward that you've seen over this stretch, I still feel like when we get down to like the critical moments that needs to be executed, it's best utilized to have Zion off ball. You should have him off ball as a lob threat because that's where he's most dangerous. The defense knows that's mainly where he wants to be. And so 9 times out of 10, they're going to focus, they're going to hone in on the paint, which would open the floor. It would open the offense so much more to players like CJ
Depends on
McCollum
matchups.
or Herbert Jones or Brandon Ingram. Like it would open the floor so much more if you could be able to have him as more of a lob threat when it comes down to executing sets in like pivotal moments. That's what I'm saying.
I think you can go back and forth. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't think you could. I
Yeah,
think you
you
can
can
do.
go.
I
You can play
agree.
both. You can play both.
That's why I think and I do think. I mean, I think the next step for them is probably getting another guard because CJ is getting older and he has some injury history. He's been healthy so far, but he has some injury history. So getting another guard in there, a point guard per se, will help
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to matching the ages of Brandon Ingram and Zion. But I think for Zion, that's kind of him having the ball since his best skill set. We've seen it since in high school, and we're great. I mean, he's been, of course, an exceptional lob threat his whole career. That we see the highlights and stuff, but him having that ball in his hands is the reason why we were so excited about how special this man can be and how he can have potential to be a generational talent. So I think him having the ball in his hands kind of makes more sense than anything. You can,
It's
yeah, of
great
course,
for. It's
depending
great in the
on who's on
regular
his
season.
team.
It's great in the regular season
I think
because
it.
he can't go right. He can't go right one, and then two. As much as I praise him for
It's
his
hard.
development as far as a playmaker, specifically on the driving kick, it's not consistent enough when you get into the postseason that will reason him being the focal point of an entire offense, especially when you get down to crucial moments in the postseason. That's why I think at the very least, you want to get a point guard because even when let's say that you get into a situation where they match up against
Yeah.
the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have the run protection to be able to bother Zion in the postseason, especially when they clamp down in pivotal moments. So you want a point guard that can be able to bring him in like Ty Jones, getting him from Washington that was the perfect point guard because he very seldomly makes mistakes. He plays within the system, and he's all about getting the star player the ball when it comes down to pivotal moments. He did it for Jaren Jackson Jr. in the postseason last year. The year before that, he did it alongside Ja Morant. He does that. That's his job, and he's very good at it. I feel like that would be the perfect addition for the Pelicans, not to give him the ball and make him play off ball all the time. Zion, I'm speaking about, but having when that's not working, you having that other plan.
So here's where I agree with you, Casual, because I thought they made a mistake. Now, obviously, hindsight being 2020, maybe they knew something that we didn't know. When they let Lonzo walk, basically nothing, and they brought in Devontae Graham, I thought, I didn't think it was a good move.
Terrible.
It was a good move. Obviously, knowing we know now about Lonzo, maybe they saw something with his knees or whatever. They said we're not going to invest in that long term. But I thought Zion would have best been unlocked with somebody like Lonzo, particularly again in those moments we're talking about.
Yeah, they've been dangerous. If he was playing like that Chicago Bull, that's so long period of time before, like he was playing at that level. Like people forget stuff, man. He can come back because people forget how good that Lonzo Ball was.
Is the best team. Lonzo
is the best team. Lonzo Ball, and even that Lonzo Ball skill fit, even to this day, like was very the guy 6'7", great perimeter defender, can pass, catch, and shoot, can play off. I mean, hopefully he can come. If he can come back he was. I saw him dunking not so long ago. So hopefully he could be if he can. So he's gonna be If Pelicans have kept him, that Pelican team will be very dangerous. Very dangerous, man.
Hold up here. New York Knicks are number 2 now.
In the East.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold up, Cavs just won though. Cavs just.
Oh, you're right. Hold on, man. My bad.
Cavs won.
Cavs just won.
The Knicks
Cavaliers
are was third. Yeah, because they've been losing a lot of games.
So they did beat Timberwolves. Dang, that was a good game.
They beat them in overtime. They beat them in overtime.
They beat them in overtime. So Cleveland's number 2, and Milwaukee Bucks is still. Yeah. They're actually next to each other.
If the Pacers are playing right now, they was at second seed at one point, wasn't they?
Yeah.
But I think he got injured.
Was they third?
Seed, the point guard.
They were third. Though.
Did he get injured?
He did get injured though, but he only missed like. He got hurt though, but they were still like top 4 though.
Wait, so Magic? Hold on, so Magic lost 74-98.
The Pacers.
Dang, against New York.
The Pacers since Pascal's came to the team, they have not looked like the same offense. Yeah. And we already knew the defense was bad. But when you're historic as it was during that time, they're going through a rough patch. And then on top,
I think it's a chemistry issue.
On top of that, Tyrese is. Yeah, it's a chemistry issue. On top of that, Tyrese is also hurt. Tyrese is also hurt.
And again, I don't think they necessarily have adequately figured out a true replacement for Buddy Hield yet.
I forgot they did give him up.
They thought it was going to be Mathurin.
I thought it was going to be Aaron Neesmith. I thought it was going to be Aaron Neesmith. I still like him. I still like Aaron Neesmith. I don't know why he could play though. I don't know why he could do those.
I mean, it's just
that's how it happens. That's
numbers game. But no, I think that's to me the Siakam thing. A lot of people harp on that. To me, Siakam wasn't about this year. It's about next year.
Yeah, but the thing is, the reason why I felt like they should have just waited till next year to try to go and sign him, because Pascal's contract, he really holds the Pacers fate in his hands right now, because they just gave up. They didn't just give up Buddy Hield. They gave up some nice assets to get him, and his contract is up after this season. So they're going to have to pay him the max. Like it's not a question on whether he's going to get it or not. No, he's getting the max.
No, I think they told him that. That's why Pascal had a thing. Pascal had a thing where he basically kind of had a decision where he wanted to go because he told like if he wasn't going to give him that money or depend on the situation, he wasn't going to resign back. So I don't think Patience didn't. He most likely going to resign back. Most likely, I don't because Patience. I mean, so I don't know. Like I said, Patience still got cap space, don't they?
Yeah,
They still got cap space.
They have cap space. They have cap space.
They have cap
it's
space,
not a lot.
but also
after they sign this max contract, it's not going to be a lot of cap space they got. That'd be 2 max players.
Yeah.
And again, I think they also are in a position where they still have some assets. They can go out and try to get a third guy.
They're going to trade Miles Turner, I believe.
They like Turner a lot. They like Turner a lot.
I don't think you trade him if you're not gonna get somebody that with that same type of skill set that or better. Yeah. Like I'm not saying he untradeable. Like let's say if you want to, because there's not a lot of bigs with that skill set that he can do. I mean, if you ain't getting like with like a elite, if you got to talk about somebody elite, it's not going to happen. So it's like, I mean, I wouldn't trade Miles Turner.
I think they're going to trade. I feel like they're going to trade Miles Turner because I feel like they're going to buy into. They're going to buy into small ball. I predict that because it seems like it feels like Rick Carlisle is trying to push the pace as much as he can.
Hey, yo, Rick Carlisle do that, he's a terrorist. If he does that, he's a terrorist.
Yeah. Well, it's not all right. It's not the craziest thing because Pascal for Toronto played small ball. He played small ball.
No, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm hearing you. That's what I'm saying. He does that. He's a terrorist. He does that. He's a terrorist.
Yeah, and also, I know Tracy, you got a question, but also I think it would be a terrible decision to trade Miles Turner because of his production without necessarily being a guy who needs to touch the ball a lot. That's you just don't replicate that. And in the East, especially with these teams, I mean, every team is got size. You just don't give that up. And his ability to stretch the floor and rim protect, and he's always generally one of the better blocks leaders in the league when he's healthy.
A little bit.
Yeah, So it's just his and he's still, and the crazy part, he's still fairly young. That's the part. I don't think he's like 27.
Yeah, he only So he can get better. That's the thing. So I don't think you trade him. He's not on he's on a favorable deal.
Yeah, very favorable.
I don't think. Like I said, they got interesting talent though, because like they got the Band-Aid. I like Aaron Neesmith a lot. I do. I think he has. Aaron Neesmith got a lot of potential on that team. The spurts I've seen him play. If he can keep the consistency, playing defense, being a 3-and-D guy, and that can create. Benedict Mathurin, he's solid. Niebrand, Neiman maybe if he probably would get traded. Cause I think he's a solid role player per se, but they need somebody consistently at that, like I said, to fill that Buddy Hill role, that backcourt, somebody to put with Tyrese Halliburton, maybe a 3-and-D guy, a wing.
True, can you do me a favor, True? Can you pull up the Timberwolves?
Let me see.
I'm looking at the Timberwolves. I'm looking at this. We got about 18 games left, right? Without Karl-Anthony Towns, I want to know who they play in because they got. I mean, it was it was close games. They lost against the Cleveland in overtime, but who they got coming up? Because without Karl-Anthony Towns, their defense is really good.
To be fair though, they did good without Karl-Anthony Towns last year.
Oh no, I know
a little bit.
I'm just looking at it because
they got Nas Reed too. They got Nas Reed as they.
Oh no, yeah, he's one of the best big.
Yeah, they're on a 6-game road trip, Tracy. They got the Lakers on Sunday, Clippers on Tuesday, Jazz on Saturday, and then the Jazz again.
Jazz.
Oh yeah,
Jazz.
home and home.
It's tough. It's a tough ass schedule, Sean. I ain't
Yeah,
going.
it's not an easy schedule.
Tough.
To me, their big thing is just stay in the top four.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I'm looking at.
all costs, just stay in the top
Yeah,
four.
schedule. This schedule tough.
Because I'm looking at
Like
this right
that
now.
pitches.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. They could
It's
fall
tough.
because I got okay. The thing is, I had OKC being a really good team this year, but I would be out of my mind if I would have told you that at this very moment in time, at this time in the season, that they may actually get the number one spot in the in the playoffs.
Yeah, they playing Denver. They still got to play Denver 3 times.
Oh, so
Yeah,
they did. Oh, so they still got to play Denver. They
it's
haven't
like
played. They only
And
played them
then
one.
and mind you, without Carver Towns, that's a 7. You got a 7-footer in Carver Towns. That's another. You know what I mean? Somebody that
Oh,
can
you talking about
try
Timberwolves?
to.
I'm talking about OKC.
Oh, I was just
Oh,
saying. I'm looking at this Timberwolves schedule. This tough. I mean,
tough schedule.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy.
dang. Because I'm looking at I looked at a couple other schedules like the Phoenix Suns. They playing well, but I think they got y'all next.
Who's that?
True.
Phoenix.
Um.
The
Yeah.
Yeah.
Celtics.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Denver. Yeah, but Devin Booker missing like 7 games. He missing like 7 days or something like that. He's just with a sprained ankle. Hell, they're gonna be their biggest concern. I ain't gonna lie. Like that's gonna be one of their biggest things is. And like I said, I mean, but when even with that being said, at this point, getting chemistry, and they've been playing solid. With that being said, but they have to be with each other long enough to get you know what I mean a certain amount of chemistry, and you know what I mean. So if they want to make a deep playoff run, because
See, I'm with you,
in and out
Sean.
the line, in and out the lineup ain't gonna work for the Suns.
See, I'm with you, but this playoffs, this very playoffs this year could come down to matchups because
I
none of these teams where they see that is telling you how good they really are.
what we got Herm in the building.
Because I mean at Boston, Boston number one seed that tells you how good they are, but but they're like it really doesn't tell you how good they are or how good they can be. But a lot of these teams like you got Clippers at number 4, Denver at number 3. I don't think they will hold up though. I think Denver may move up, but it's gonna be some crazy matchups. And I look in the East, Ralph, I don't know if you're there, man, but 76ers right now without Joel Embiid,
Sixers may miss the playoffs. I said this around. They look completely different without Joel
because I
Embiid,
look at the
and it's
play-in.
like
I'm looking at the play-in. Chicago Bulls are playing well right now. You got the Pacers and the teams above them, like the Miami Heat. They ain't going nowhere. The Magic, they've been playing well all year.
these
They've
playoffs
been
can be
up and down, but they
legendary.
are consistent.
This playoffs can be legendary. Like I feel though this is like a. And I think we said this before, maybe in a few years. Like this is like it feels like a changing of the guard more than like it seems like some.
I feel you.
No, I'm being real. I'm being honest. Like it seems like somebody. Listen, hey, because and you seen the media has been talking more now. Who's the next face? LeBron James instead. Like you've seen that the Curry, the Warriors are struggling. I think it's just beyond no disrespect, Tracy, that you even criticize. I mean, the Warriors ain't the same they used to be, and they seeing that, and they look at LeBron James and even the KDs, and they like, yeah, they gonna compete, right? But like these guys, like the Lucas and even the Shays, these guys, even Anthony Edwards, they trying to just listen.
But true, here's my
The
question. True,
crown is there.
true. Here's my thing about here's my thing about the Warriors and Lakers. They're on
Yeah,
two different. They're on two different sides of the spectrum. You have Lakers. See, the thing about the Lakers is they have outside LeBron James being injured at this very moment, but throughout the season, they have had LeBron James and Anthony Davis their one and twos, and they have yet still been at the bottom, right? With the
right.
Warriors, they have been in so many close games. You want to talk about somebody struggling? That's why I was going to tell Casual and Ralph, not Casual and Young Africa. You want to talk about somebody struggling in the fourth quarter? That would be the Warriors, because they're one of the very few teams that had the hardest schedule coming out, but yet they still was in them games 4 to 5 points, and it could have went either way. And like I say, the only team that blew them out was y'all. Y'all beat the War. I mean, Celtics beat the heck out of the Warriors, but that was without Porzingis, right? But when we faced y'all earlier, we won in overtime. So when I look at the Warriors, it's like the team has just been. It's been. I don't know what to say, man. The lineups,
Yeah.
the adjustments is off, and with the Warriors, it is a change of the guard, because I believe that Steve Kerr has not been playing the right people at the right time. Like, as much as you want to play the older people, the veterans, these young guys are really good players, high IQ.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. This is a change in regard. Because OKC, they ain't going nowhere when you look at
I
them.
do say this, Tracy, though, since you mentioned OKC, I do say this because y'all, even though I said the Warriors wasn't gonna make the playoffs, I do acknowledge that y'all going to compete. Y'all ain't going to be the team that's going to just lay down, and teams not going to shouldn't take y'all lightly. If somehow y'all play OKC or the Lakers, even the Lakers play OKC, that's going to be very interesting.
I don't.
It's going to be that's what, and I'm
I'm
saying
not
that's what
gonna
I'm saying is
disrespect
changing the
OKC
guard.
like that.
No,
I'm not gonna
I'm just
disrespect OKC like that.
it's not disrespect. It's not disrespect because I may favor OKC maybe just because of that maybe. Now Lakers got OKC number. For some reason, maybe I could be totally wrong.
No,
They
no,
may
you're
got
right about the Lakers.
but the Warriors, the experience factor, if y'all healthy, the experience factor. And here's the thing about the OKC. Besides Chet Holmgren, they're a small basketball team. And to be if technically without Chet, y'all technically are a bigger team. If you just take away Chet away, so I think that'd be a solid matchup. I'm being honest. Listen, I'm just being honest. Listen, because one thing about the Warriors, like I said before, all this is I said, I think the Warriors. I don't think y'all make the playoff because of everything you were saying, because of Steve Kerr, lack of whatever, and just the injuries and just the combination of everything, right? And it's just
Yeah.
how stacked the West is. But with that being said, y'all still have an opportunity to chance. Y'all still is
I
like
think
I
we
said.
still got an
So
opportunity to make the playoffs. I just feel
yeah,
like
I'm
the
not
West.
going to deny that. I'm not going to deny that at all. Like
I mean, we got a chance. My thing is, my knock on the Warriors is, I still trying to figure out who is that second. Because, I mean, especially right now, you about to see with Steph Curry being out with an ankle injury. Like,
yeah.
I look at a team like Miami Heat, or like I'm gonna go with Suns team for prime example. If Jimmy Butler were to go out, who's their go to player? Bam Adebayo. Well,
Yeah, you could say yeah, Bam.
I would
And,
say
and,
Bam
can we- and
Adebayo
if
Jimmy
we
Butler.
can be real, Tracy, if we can just be real,
I know you're about to say,
no. If we can be real, Bam is actually ascended as our best player.
oh, so you say he's the number one out there? Okay.
Yeah, low key, yeah, he has been the best player though. He play make this man. I ain't gonna lie, and Bam low key is get he Bam is definitely he don't get a lot of credit because he's definitely like I said when it comes to big man tiers. I think of course you got the Giannis, the Jokic, and the Embiids, and then he's under that. I think Bam is under that with the Sabonis, Porzingis. They're under that, right? He's like I said, he's arguably you can have a case that he's the fourth best big behind those guys. That's how top high like guy that can guard all positions. He can pass, he can defend, he can rebound. I mean, he
He's a
has to do a
Draymond
lot
Green of
for
Miami Heat.
Miami.
He's a Draymond
He
Green of
he's
Miami
he
Heat.
he's asked to do a lot in Miami. He's asked to do a lot in Miami, and he doesn't get a lot. And that, I think Jimmy Butler maybe overshadowed that because he's Jimmy Butler per se, and it's like he gets more attention because he's the quote unquote labeled. And I mean, but if you know, Bam has been he been balling.
But the biggest
So it's
knock
like
on the Miami Heat is they the biggest knock on the Miami Heat is really they play really well, but the thing is, outside of Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, who's going to be that Next guy, like I heard your son was talking about Tyler Hero. How's he
Yeah.
been doing this year?
Tyler Hero gotta be consistent. He has to be consistent.
I mean, Tyler Hero is the Julius Randle of Miami in the playoffs.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
he get 20 a game in the regular season, but in the playoffs, you ain't guaranteed 20 a game. Like it's just
Man, listen,
the reality. And I'm
I
be real.
rem-
And to be honest, and I'm just being real. I don't know how much y'all have watched Miami this year, but Duncan Robinson of 2 years ago ain't the Duncan Robinson of
he
today.
better. I ain't even lie though. Doug Robinson is definitely he don't get a lot of credit. The fact that Doug Robinson got a weird career. Came off the scene out of nowhere balling, got benched, seemed unplayable at one point, and now he it's kind of dope. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, I hate him hitting shots on my Celtics, but it's kind of dope to see how his career is. Like the man was like, we thought Duncan was cooked and done. Now he's like, what he having like 16 points a game? I don't know. He's shooting career. He having career highs
And
in
he putting the
season. Like,
ball on the floor. He doing.
yeah,
I mean, he doing the Dwayne Martin from above the rim when he dropped the ball behind himself and does a baseline. I'm like, wait,
yeah, that is kind of dope. I can't even lie.
yeah, but
I
no,
hate when he does get.
yeah.
I hate when he
Right
do it
now,
against Celtics, but I can't care.
right now at the season where they ended, right now the season where they ended, it would be kind of ironic that the Miami Heat will play the Milwaukee Bucks.
I'm good with that. Bring that. Bring. I'm not gonna bring them on.
I'm telling you the right. Listen. That's why I said earlier about the
But me
reason
and
why,
Sal
like I said,
told people this. If y'all saw that game against the Warriors, I told y'all this. I told y'all this at the start of the season.
Spo no Doc, man. Spo no Doc too. Unfortunately, he knows Doc, and it's like I'm gonna say that. And this is the reason why I said that when I was bringing back to the Celtics, like the reason why, like this, you can't just listen. That's why you bring in a guy like Porzingis. I think the problem with Miami is Miami's too small. They got away with it in the past because of the errors, whatever case may be. But like I said, even though Bam is what I said about Bam, Bam is only 6'9". So even when he playing hella defense on Porzingis 7'3". He do that. You do it. I mean, you can't do nothing about that. And then, like I said, that zone that Miami love to do that very effective on the Celtics. You put Porzingis middle of the floor, and you bust. I mean, and you forces Miami to play man more than zone. I mean, that's the X factor of why I think it's going to be an easy time against Miami. But Miami against the Bucks or anybody else, I mean, Miami had listen. That's going to be an interesting series because, like I
I just
said,
don't
listen.
see. I don't see how. I don't see why. I mean, here's my biggest knock is I got a problem with Giannis. What Giannis was saying. He said he came out publicly and said that he was very frustrated with how the Milwaukee Bucks was playing their
That's
Warriors.
hilarious.
And
That
I
was
and I
hilarious.
want to be the first one to sit up here and say, where were you at for this whole year? Because Milwaukee has been playing well. For what I'm told is Milwaukee has not lost a game up until that time when they did. I mean, well, starting after the All Star season, after All Star everything ended, they have not lost a game until they played the Warriors, and they got blown out. They got beat against the Warriors, which I mean, you know dang well the Warriors gonna come back and play
And
well
here's
against
the
that team.
thing: they losing against different like. And there's the thing about the Bucks, because they look like listen, they losing to a Lakers team without LeBron. They losing. And should be concerning when you losing these type of teams and they're different from each other. 'Cause mind you, the Warriors ain't been really that great, but they're different from the Lakers. So like, you see what I'm saying? Like when you lose is lose, maybe sometimes it's a matchup thing, right? Y'all nowhere near like the Lakers.
But
So
hey,
what's the what's the
Giannis said that this was Damian's team. He said he came out of his own mouth and said that this is his team.
That's that
But
fake humble shit, bro. I'm sick and
but
tired of that
then you
shit. Like
come out
I'm really that's that fake humble. Like we I don't mean this is y'all just gotta stop that shit, bro. That's that fake humble. Y'all just know damn well, even Dame knows that. Listen, dog. Like arguably the greatest Milwaukee. Shout out to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, go listen, the captain, all that. You know what I mean? Lou Alcindor, all that. Listen, but Giannis probably gonna most likely finish the greatest Milwaukee Bucks player of all time. You know damn well that shit. You know like stop it, bro. You just trying to be that whole listen. Like that shit crazy,
I
man.
feel bad for
Like,
him, man, because at the end of the day, I think the Milwaukee goes as much as it's not really about Dame and Giannis. To be honest with you, it's not
who?
about just them. The question is, what are you going to get out of Middleton at this time of season? I mean, he's been playing.
He not gonna. With that Middleton's over with. I ain't gonna like if that was if the Middleton was the same Middleton we saw pre injury. Okay, this could be a danger. I'm not gonna lie. The Baltimore Bucks may be a dangerous team. But people forget Middleton pre injury was very underrated. That can defend, can score, stuff like that. Playmate. He's just not that same defender no more. And then like he doesn't give you the same amount of offense. So it's like.
But you did see that the Warriors exploited that Milwaukee is better defense they've been playing.
Nah, he saying calling quits is crazy though. That's not I ain't gonna come on. Milton ain't no bum. Like Milton, listen. That's crazy. He called it quits is wild.
I can give you
I
100
mean,
million reasons why he ain't calling it quit. So I'm telling you right now.
exactly. He still can play. Like listen, he may not be at the All Star level no more though. But like, come on, man. Like, I ain't going that far.
No,
I
I
did.
mean, if he got
I
to show
They
play
were telling
5
me
minutes get that check, he gonna play in 5 minutes get that check. Like let's.
but
this is crazy. Bucks better not lose this game because now it's like this is in
what's the
we just
score?
seen him lose to a Grizzlies team. In 96, it's 96-90 now, but
Playing with
they lost it. We just saw them lose to the Grizzlies. They lost to the Warriors, and it but like I don't even get what type of matchup. Like it's not even like a matchup problem thing at that point. That's just lack of execution, discipline at that point. Because like y'all bigger, it's like I don't know.
Well,
And
true,
like I
true,
said
true,
before,
true.
people.
Well, I'll be honest with you, true. What the Warriors did is what other teams do with them. They was taking the ball right out from the get go from the and they were just beating the Milwaukee Bucks down. But the Milwaukee Bucks they did come back within five. But that Trey Jackson Jr. hey Steve Curry, if you listen to me, you should be playing him more. Boy, he tore up. I mean, he was running through Giannis a couple plays, man. I was sitting up here saying he blocked him twice.
Yeah,
But I just feel like Milwaukee defense is gonna let him down this year. And there's nothing wrong with their offense. It's their defense is gonna be their downfall.
yes.
It's their
Cause
defense,
I
man.
don't care. Cause I don't care what the numbers say. That's deep. That's a gimmick in my
Because it's
opinion.
not
Like I
gonna.
don't.
The game is gonna slow down, and we know Dame
A
time
thumb?
can go off. But when the game slows
Hold up.
down, who's gonna be?
That's a thumb on the screen.
So again,
You say a thumb. I see like a thumb on like Sean's video. I don't know if y'all you see that.
yeah, I
so
seen that.
Or-
so
I don't.
thumb.
That was weird. It was like a emoji, like a bubble, something like that. Like you
Yeah,
saw that. You know what, Tracy? You saw that, Tracy?
yeah.
Like that was weird. I don't know what type of stream you got right there. I'm telling you, you go. That's crazy. Hold on, the chat. I know y'all saw like I don't want saw that chat. That was crazy.
No, but at the end of the day, I feel like that Milwaukee we're gonna see, but I mean a lot of people were crowning them as a team that have an opportunity to win the championship. They have no excuses.
Yeah, I mean they were one of the 5 teams coming into the season that if they didn't make the finals, this season was going to be a flop for them. Honestly, because of what they did this offseason. So, and obviously, when you make the decision to move on from Adrian Griffin in the middle of the season,
That didn't make no sense.
I mean,
I,
so
that even though, like I said, I think I had my criticism on Adrian Griffin, but he was on. I gave him. He was a rookie head coach. Cool. Let him figure it out. Still,
right.
and the fact that they fired him like that, bro, even. But here's the thing: knowingly that you could have had, it was a bunch of coaches out there that y'all could have got.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of coaches out there that would love to have opportunity. You had Van Gundy. Van Gundy he's a consultant for the Celtics right now. He was remember it was rumors when he got fired from ESPN, let go. It was rumors about him coming back to coaching and stuff. It was other avenues and different options y'all could have had. Kenny Atkins was y'all chose him and y'all end of the day y'all chose Adrian Griffin over other candidates, but then fired. Not only that he's a rookie, not only that this a I don't get it. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy. I don't.
John said Bucks, Clippers, Celtics, championship or bust. Yep, those three teams, but also obviously Phoenix. What they did this offseason is championship or bust. You know, and then obviously the defending champs, the Nuggets. You know,
funny thing is though, the Bucks though they in a situation where it's like they kind of have no like. The funny thing about the Clippers is this though. That core most likely not going anywhere because of the new stadium. They all from LA. James Harden, they from they from the old they from there. They trying to sell tickets, all that. So they in a rare situation where if that wasn't the case, they probably most likely blow it up.
right.
So regardless of they fail or not, I think that's going to be a team for how long? Like I said, the Celtics still young. The thing problem with the Bucks, and that is it be a bust still. Like I said, granted, championship will bust still. The Bucks' problem issue is though they don't have a like I said they're an older team. They don't have a lot of young guys. Like for example, even making people saying they want to trade guys like Brook Lopez making 25 million next season. I mean, they only got 5 draft picks. None of them they could really control. They got Pelicans can control them picks. I mean,
Yeah.
even when you want to trade Brook Lopez, who are you going to
Okay,
replace him
so
with? You going to have Giannis playing center full time? You can't. What you can do, but like, what's the plan though?
so
Like, what you
true.
were trying to?
We got Steph Curry won't be out for long. Steph Curry out for long. Thank God.
Now that being said, too, that could be a blessing in disguise in the sense of the future when it's like, okay, if Steph Curry's out, let's see what the John Kaminga can do in development of what can
Oh no,
he
I know they.
be and whatever case may be out.
I still think they're gonna be competitive. I still think they're gonna be
Yeah. It's gonna
competitive
be a
because
test for sure.
I would say
It's
this
definitely gonna
about
be a
Chris
test for
Paul.
sure.
I don't think it. I don't think it would be a test if they play. If they play committed to move the ball to, they have the Spurs coming up back to back. So if they
Yeah.
play well, so don't turn the ball over. Play
That should be a fun game.
like they've been playing all season. Well, that's gonna be a good game though. But I heard that Victor could be out against the Warriors. I don't know what's going on with him. Are they resting him, or did he get injured?
Probably not.
I don't know. They probably risk. I don't know. Victor been paid. Listen, man.
Because I found
Victor
out
been
running,
amazing.
This
man. But how long I think he deserves to be? Do y'all think he deserves to be the defensive player of the year?
yeah,
Nah.
I think he deserves to be in the
In the
conversation,
conversation,
but I think it's Anthony Davis. I think Anthony Davis has pretty much got it locked
it's
down.
AD or Rudy Gobert.
Yeah,
If it's me, I'm voting AD. But if it's Rudy, I'm not. Listen, you can say hate one about Rudy Gobert, but he played
yeah,
defense and team. You see the team results of it. He's been doing it for years. So
yeah.
me personally, I'm voting AD. He need listen. I mean, AD should have been one of the defensive player of the year, in my opinion. I mean, but this year he been amazing. So it's him or Rudy
Because of their
Gobert.
lottery.
Victor, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
Lottery.
Victor may make first team. Victor may make first team though. He definitely making second, but he may make first team, especially if
Positionless,
positionless now.
positionless now. Yeah, so I mean, he got a chance to make first
I ain't
team,
gonna.
but yeah, I mean,
He's scary good, man. He is scared. Like he is scary good. How he can be. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like is I'm beware of Victor Wembanyama because he listen. If he adds a post game, if he let's say he takes some little things like what Porzingis does with the mismatch hunting and add a post game, a little bit more strength. He don't gotta be a bully. All you gotta do is shoot over people, get a little footwork, more footwork in the post. And you know the note. Now, notice one thing too, though. He's not really a good screener either. He don't really screen that much, which is
that's his next
surprising.
step. That's his next step.
If he does that, which is crazy. Like he's doing like these are just fun. Like if he adds this, he's gonna be like he listen. So that's what I'm saying. Hey, teams better do something now. Hey, get you.
Because he's
Hey,
what I thought. He's what I thought that James Wiseman could have been if he would have just. James
Play.
Wiseman was injured, but I think he could have been
You
that
mean
dominant.
yeah? You mean if he could have played?
Yeah, play.
that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy how like he playing Trey Jackson Davis, and I like Jackson Davis, but like he couldn't give James Wiseman a chance. Like
that
that's
that
kind of
that
crazy. Like
you know how pissed I
that's
was
kind
too
of
when I heard
crazy.
when I saw that. Because me and
That's
Sean was
that
talking
that's what
about it.
been
Because I
yeah.
think it was
You
the
wasted
first.
a draft pick. You wasted a draft pick. Like you wasted a whole draft pick. It's like okay,
Well,
you could have just drafted
Steve
Lamelo
Kerr
Ball.
wanted him to be what he wanted James Wiseman to be. I don't think James Wiseman is a player like Trey Jackson. He could have like you could have used him differently, like, but he didn't use him at all. Really, the only time he used him was when they first started out in the season, and his plus minus was actually good. Like, oh, I think
And
it
they
was
gave up
over,
on him. They
and
gave up on him.
they
Cause
they
like
they. I don't know, man. I
I
feel
think
like Steve
like
Kerr just
yeah,
want to use people. Like he just want to use people the way I guess they want to see. That's gonna be the downfall of the Warriors. Somebody was saying this. Somebody was saying this. I think it was they were talking about like in the business. Yeah, I think it was you, son. I think you were talking about in the business. It was somebody that was saying how in the business you're gonna have them up and down, peak years and everything. And the Warriors get it in their mind as if they don't need to bring up the youth. That they can just win with the old. They can win with the Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson. But that is proven by the last couple of years that that's not possible. Because
is
what if Steph would have got injured this whole this season?
it's very hard, Tracy, to maintain a championship contending core and to play young guys enough to develop them, right? Like to me, and I know people talk about Kuminga this year. Kuminga's game has grown, but part of why his game has grown is because he's getting consistent minutes. Even if it's been off the bench or as a starter, he's getting to consistently play. I don't care how good and much potential a young guy has. Potential is not realized sitting on the bench. And to me, that's kind of the big issue is like, you got to say, hey, listen, we're committed to developing these guys. We're going to go through some bumps, but we're committed to, developing these young guys. And the veteran guys, I thought, kind of understood that. Now, whether or not they were going to be patient with it is another thing. But, there's a thing of, well, listen, we understand we got this core, and I'm going to say the core four of Dre, Clay, Steph, and I add Wiggins to that. Can you get Kuminga, developed enough? Can you play Moody enough? Can you play Wiseman enough? What you going to get from Jordan Poole? Like, that was to me the next kind of young core they needed to develop to keep that other core four going, and they never really
They were
did it.
in a great position, son. I'm gonna be honest with you, because if you look at the Lakers, Lakers are a prime example of why you used to build up your young core, because they never build up anyway. They always go out to get their stars and everything, but after Kobe Bryant left in 2017 was it?
16.
2016 was it? Okay, 2016. The Lakers had a hard time if they outside of just getting LeBron James. To be honest with you, the Lakers were at a drought. Like but even after all this LeBron James, yeah, he gave you a championship. But after he leaves, can we really rely on Anthony Davis? Like you got to have some pieces there to help build up to keep the Lakers going. With the Warriors, they had that. They had Jordan Poole, they had Wiseman, and you had Kaminga, you had Moody. You still had them two pieces, but everything that happened, you let go of Wiseman. You didn't play him enough minutes, and everything that happened with Jordan Poole and Draymond Green was a disaster brewing. They had the pieces, but yet the Warriors tends to not. Because hey, I'll be honest with you, Warriors build up. I mean, because when you look at Steph, you look at Klay Thompson. Steph actually grew under Mark Jackson instead of Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr came in at the time when the Warriors was taking off, but like somebody was saying, Mark Jackson was the one that, all right, so, we're gonna give you the keys. Now, if Steve Kerr was in that position when Steph Curry came in 2013, 2014, will you think he had the keys to shoot that much?
Man, D-Lo, snap.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
yeah.
because if you look at Steve Kerr now, he didn't get the keys to Jonathan Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga called out the organization.
Man, he
He
took
went
them keys.
directly at him.
Yeah, he
Huh?
took
That
the
man was Joe riding. You know, that man, he took them keys. He took that. He saw that on the dresser. He saw that on the dining table.
he stole the keys out. Then he went in the purse and stole them keys. No, uh, no.
Listen, hey, listen. And you know it's crazy because like normally you see players get punched for that or get called out. Like it's so bad. It's like it's like they had to like well, it's
Yeah,
like
well, can I respond to the chat real quick?
yeah.
Dejon Murphy, let me ask you a question. Should the Spurs have traded Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker?
Mm.
Think about that before you say they should have
Yeah,
traded.
that's the thing on come on, trading Steph Curry is insane. Like if you trade him, the only place let's say hypothetically that did happen, we all know it's probably be like Charlotte. And that's it. Like that'd be like one of the things like whatever, but like that's not happening. He's going to retire as a Warrior. But that being said, him going back to the conversation, if he going to retire as a Warrior, Draymond he had Paul Pierce on his podcast. He reiterated that he got 2 or 3 more years left. So I think Curry got like 2 to 3 more years left.
Curry got 2 years left on his current deal.
So that's
So
kind of
yeah. So they
so
aligned
hey
me
they break.
to kind
I feel like Steph Curry's gonna retire because he did say he was not gonna play a long time in the NBA. He was not gonna play until that time where he gets real old. He said that.
yeah.
So
That's interesting
I
how
would not look for Steph Curry, but Steph Curry knows what Steph Curry knows well that this train is coming to the end. That's the reason why he wants to go out playing with Steve Kerr, playing with Draymond Green, playing with Klay Thompson. I don't think he sees himself playing in any other organization. That's the reason why he took up golf.
Yeah.
Like I'll be honest with you, Steph is like he's gonna retire and be like, hey,
he
I'm
solidified.
out.
He
I just yeah.
solidified. He solidified. Greatest Warriors of all time, and he changed that. I mean, hey, I mean, so it's like that's the thing too. Like, and plus, I
And
don't
that's
see
gonna be
Steph
the
Curry want to
downfall.
be in.
That's gonna be the down. That's gonna be the and that's gonna be the knock for the Warriors is who can they have build towards the future? And they have it in Kaminga. I mean, this dude right here, what he's doing this year, what he
Yeah.
did, what he's doing. This is something they can build on. This
Well,
is
I think
something they
That
can
being
build
said,
on. Now, who?
you trust Steve Kerr? Is Steve Kerr part? Because here's the thing too, though. We hearing the players talking about they want to retire. We ain't hearing Steve Kerr, especially especially the fact that he obligated Team USA right now coaching. So I mean he ain't playing anytime. He gonna be done coaching anytime soon. So
my guess true. If I was just a betting man, the day Steph Curry announces his retirement is the day Curry will also be announcing his retirement from coaching.
that's gonna
No,
be so predictable though. It's gonna be hilarious.
because let's think about it, right? Because let's be real, right? Steve Kerr has done enough to get in the Hall of Fame as a coach.
Facts. He definitely did.
So what
Definitely.
if he's still coaching because Steph Curry is still playing? And while it's not apples to apples, they are, if you really think about it, they are the Duncan Popovich of this age. Obviously, Steph played for two coaches before Kerr got there, but in terms of this level of longevity together and on the level of success they've had, they are the Duncan Popovich of this generation. So, and I think again, I don't think Steve Kerr wants to end up in a situation like Pop is in, where you're still trying to find some level of success post Duncan. So I think and I also think there's a reason why Kenny Atkinson has not taken a head coaching job yet.
That even makes some sense too, though.
He might very well be
Steve Kerr.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Steve Kerr. Listen,
and true. I would say this true. Steph knows. Well, the funny thing about Steph is he knows that even if he slows down, when he slows down, Father Times gets to everybody. But he's still one of them players that teams can use. I mean, he's one of them players like Cal Cobra. He's a better 3-point shooter than Cal Cobra is, but he's one of the players that if he wanted to, he could play till he's about 43 or 44, and make a difference on somebody's team. But he ain't gonna do that.
Steve. I definitely see Steve Kerr leave. Listen, he gonna go to. If he do leave, he gonna be in a ready situation. He ain't gonna be no rebuild or anything like AD over Giannis. That's hilarious.
Now the
That
biggest knock
we
is
bring them talks back up again.
biggest
We
thing
bring
is
them
what
talks
is
back.
Klay Thompson gonna be there?
Like I think
Now the
he's
biggest thing is Klay
contract.
Thompson gonna be there after this
Yeah,
season.
I ain't gonna like they. I'm real with you though. I think y'all get him for on a reasonable deal, like maybe like a 2 year or play like a 1-on-1.
I think it's gonna be a 2-and-1.
Klay
Honestly,
Two
Thompson
and one.
wants to,
Yeah, it's gonna be one of some. It's gonna be something like that, like a player like so whatever. He gonna be on a reasonable deal. I think. Clay should have signed him. Whatever they was signing before, he should have signed it though. 'Cause I think he probably. I don't know what.
but son, I got a
But
question.
yeah,
I got
he.
a question for you, son. My
Mhm.
question is: the Warriors are no longer under the luxury tax. I don't think they're going to get hit hard by tax for what for they gave up Jordan Poole contract. But
if if
after
if,
Chris
if
Paul leaves,
if they decline the option on Chris Paul, and if they're able to move Andrew Wiggins, then the Warriors should be fine.
yeah,
Like I said, moving Wig is gonna be tough
that's
too
what I
now.
still think that
Yeah, moving Wig
we're
is gonna
gonna
be tough
see
now,
what
especially
teams, but
personal.
they make a move.
Yeah,
You said, can they make a move?
Well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, I think the move is what can
They
you
could
what?
move in the offseason.
Yeah, yeah. To me, the move is what can you do with Wiggins? Because I think with the emergence of Kuminga, obviously, I think that makes it a lot easier to say yes, we can move Wiggins, and Wiggins is on a reasonable deal, fairly reasonable deal. So it's not like he's killing them, but certainly if you can flip him for something, it would make sense. Thank you, Ace.
The
Appreciate that,
question
bro.
is who who will come in. I mean, because Wiggins, I'm with you. Wiggins is not as bad. Like I said this year, like I said, I mean, this whole season. My surprise it was how far he fell off. Klay
Mm,
Thompson was my biggest concern throughout because I know what Wiggins can give you defense, but
right.
when he wasn't playing great defense the season, my eyes was like, what the heck is going on? Because
Right.
I like Klay Thompson, but Wiggins, but that partially due to what's going on with Draymond.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my thing about Green. I'm gonna give Draymond Green his props. When he came back and he got his mind, everything was focused on the game and everything. I elbowing people, punching people, stepping on people. Their defense went up. and he Jonathan Kuminga and Wiggins. He unlocked Wiggins even more because Wiggins started playing well when Draymond Green got back, and so I feel if Wiggins was not playing if he's still playing the same way like he was in the first half of it, he probably would have been gone in a
Yeah, I
trade
mean, Trace, what I've said about the Warriors for the last
because
10
they
what I've said about the Warriors for the last 10 years and I stand on today is the most important player on the Warriors is Draymond Green. Because if you really think about it, it was them figuring out, oh, this guy, there's something different about this guy that he brings that unlocked a lot of what they were able to do, what y'all were able to do the last 10 years. And again, it doesn't happen if David Lee doesn't get hurt, I don't think. But it was, wow, this guy, it's what he was at Michigan State. He could do that in the NBA. And them figuring that out and unlocking it and not being afraid to say, this is working, we're going to stick with this. Love you, David Lee, but we're going to stick with this is a big part of why the Warriors have been the preeminent team for the last 10 years. Now, again, you add KD to that equation as well. Can't take away from that. But to be Draymond Green is the most important player on the Warriors. Not the best, but the most important player on that team. Because when he's out, who else does what he does?
I agree. He's the most important player. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors. Uh, and I don't mind because a lot of people did. My biggest knock was my biggest problem with people who say that. When we say Draymond Green is the most important, he's the heart and soul of the team. For some reason, they tend to just downgrade Steph, like Steph. But Steph
God.
is Steph. Steph is the best player on the team, but he's the heart and soul of the team. Um,
No way the best player. That don't make no
that's just. I
sense,
mean, that's just
Derek.
how it
You
is.
don't got my fault, Trey, but you don't being the most important. And yes, you can be both too at times, but being most important and being the best player can be two different things. That being said, when Draymond Green got suspended, the Warriors were struggling offensively and defensively. We come back, the Warriors is competing. You know what I mean, and playing better. I mean, that's why it was a big issue, and that's why I criticize Draymond Green for being, like I said, you know how important you is for your team, and you with these antics is causing it. So he is important. Like I said, people don't want to give Draymond Green that credit because of maybe his numbers and stat line or his who he is as a person, whatever. But the man, like I said before, he doesn't.
You want to know why he's
He makes
important,
a
Derek?
lot of it go.
You want to know
You
why he's
vocal
important,
leaders,
Derek?
his like he. Yeah, I'm
Because
listening.
he's
Yeah.
the only player. He's he's the only person on that team that knows where Steph Curry is going to be at all times, or Klay Thompson, and he makes the right
Right.
plays. Other players on that team, they don't even think about. If you see sometimes when Steph Curry's moving off screens, or he's doing the same thing,
Yeah.
cutting, back screening, all that, Draymond Green passes to where Steph is going to be. Other
Right.
players on that team passes to Steph when he's got 5 seconds or 4 seconds on the clock, or he's in traffic, they miss him, and that right there is the reason why Draymond Green is important. Like it's the little things. Like when Steph is out there by himself, a lot of people say, "Oh, he can't get a shot off." It's not just about him not getting a shot off. He plays with players that they don't know how he plays really sometimes. Like when Draymond Green's out there, he knows what stuff is going to be. When other players out there, they're like, okay, when Steph screens for you, he gets the back screen. He wants you to cut to the basket until he can come around the screen sometimes and you pass the ball to him. Draymond Green knows that. Other players, they don't, and that's the reason why it's so hard when one of them gets injured. Because when Draymond Green gets injured, There goes the offense. There goes the defense. Why? Because the ball no longer floats around in the right places. When Steph Curry gets injured, Draymond Green will still have the same passes and everything, but the offense, scoring wise, the spacing will be off. So it's kind of like a kind of balance of things. They're like a balance between each other. Draymond Green is the most important player, most important part. One of the most important part. Steph is the best player on that team. That doesn't mean that he's a weak player. Doesn't mean he don't have the leadership. Steph leads in his own different ways. So does Draymond Green. But Draymond Green is the heart and soul of that team because if he's not out there, they are lost on the defense, offense end.
It's and again, this is why I always want people to understand like the separating best from importance, right? Your best player is your best player. Nobody's going to dispute that. But the most important player is the guy who there's nobody else on that team that can replicate what they do.
Yes.
Right? That's the difference. Right? When you have a guy like Draymond, and again, Draymond allows Steph to be off ball more. We've seen that when I think it was the lockout season when Steph, or maybe it might have been the year after the lockouts. No, it was the year after the lockout season, not the lockout, but the bubble season.
Yeah.
When Draymond was out, how much Steph had to carry just to get the Warriors into the play-in. Right? Hold on. Jared, stop. On the Big Three Miami Heat, the most important player was Chris Bosh.
Yeah, Norris Cole just said that on
Yes. Norris Cole said it. Haslam has said it. Mike Miller has said it. Coach Bo has said it. Chris Bosh was the most important player because he was the guy when he was out. They had nobody else who could replicate what he did. If Bron was off the floor, D Wade could do a lot of the same stuff LeBron could do.
Yeah. And the piggyback of that, and people don't remember this in the 2013 I said 2012 Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Eastern Conference Finals, Bosh was he helped them. If he doesn't come back, Miami may not win that series. So we can't downplay Chris Paul. He had to sacrifice more than anybody on that team, arguably, when it comes to like he had to be really a kind of a catch and shoot guy at times. Sometimes Bosh, it would get Bosh may get like 5 shots. You know what I mean? Depending on the situation. He playing defense, getting clutch rebounds, via passing the Ray out in the corner, things like that nature that he doesn't get credit for. Chris Bosh was very important. I mean,
and again, I get what you're defining it as, but I'm telling you what these guys who play in the league, who played with this guy, and if you play on teams, most teams, your best player is not your most important. Right. Your most important is the guy who you cannot. There's nobody else who can replicate what they do.
Right, Horace Grant for the Bulls. Horace Grant on the Bulls. He was, and people that made people. Well, what about Scottie Pippen? Well, Horace Grant. Well, when Horace Grant wasn't there, and they mentioned the void, and that's why you get another important person to place him in Dennis Rodman. So it's like I mean, just because you don't gotta be, because you can be the best player in the world, your team ain't good enough. You need somebody. It need parts. A car. It need parts, different parts to move the car. In analogy wise, like. Yeah, I mean, a Ferrari is nice, but if you don't got an engine in that Ferrari, which going back with Draymond Green, I mean, listen, like if you look at the Warriors is the Ferrari, and the engine, like that's Draymond Green. So it's like Sean Murray on the Suns. You could say that because, like I said, when you think about the Suns per se, Sean Murray don't get a lot of credit. Arguably the best defender of teams, double guy doing a lot of dirty work, scoring. He's that type of guy when it comes to important player on that Suns team.
Because true.
Yeah, I get another example, right? The 2004 Pistons. Their best player was Chauncey Billups. Who was their most important player?
I would want to say, was it Richard
Ben
Hamilton,
Wallace.
Taysom Prince? I mean, well, not. I'm looking for.
Ben Wallace.
I would say it
Oh
was.
man,
I
my
would say it
bad.
was
Yeah,
Ben.
I
I
was
would
thinking
say it
about
was
that.
Ben Wallace.
But they had a really good crew.
They had a good team,
Yeah, they
but
had a
no
good crew. Yeah, Ben
disrespect
Wallace.
to
Yeah.
the team. Without Ben Wallace, they ain't beating that Lakers team. Good as Chauncey was, they're not beating that Lakers team without Ben Wallace in the finals.
Like I say, the Celtics, that Celtics team, Rondo, like, yes, he was only the fourth best guy on the team, and he was the young guy, but him orchestrating that offense, understanding where Paul Pierce and make it easy for those guys to coexist. I mean, like I said, you ain't gotta be the third best player to be important. Cause like I said before, like people, like we can't just just because you're the best. I mean, listen, it don't always work out like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, because if you look at it, true, when Mark Jackson was in charge, they were basically doing what people want Steph to do now,
Right.
which is pick and roll offense. Well, like, not want to say pick, but they like he was bringing the ball up. The offense goes towards him. The playmaking, the passing, he was in control of everything, and he averaged close to 10 assists. It's not. I'm not saying that he can't do that, but the offense flows more smoothly when Draymond Green is out there, and that
I
right
mean,
there is not a bad thing. That don't
yeah,
make Steph any less as great as he is, or he will ever be. But a lot of people always want the best player to do everything. That's not what they do. I
right.
mean, the best player can do a lot of things, but when it comes to team aspect sports, you need multiple players doing multiple things at once to make that team a really good team.
Yeah, facts. Like it's rare to have those. It's rare to even have that. Even if you are those guys at best, you're not doing it all the time. Like you
Yeah,
may be, especially doing a career. Like
Yeah,
you may be. So it's like you need
yeah.
somebody that important person. You know what I mean? Like even like a guy like Bill Russell, he had the Sam Joneses and the John Havliceks and stuff like that. Even though like so doesn't mean, I mean, you can be the best per se, but you need that important figure, you need that some person that's going to play a certain role to also make it work. Because in the day, one person can't do everything.
It's everybody knows the '80s Celtics. The best player was Larry Bird, but their most important player was Dennis Johnson.
Exactly. So it's like, I mean, that's go for a lot players and teams. Like my only thing, guys, like Green is that he feels like importance. He could be effective when. But here's the thing, though, him not being a good shooter like that hasn't really affected the team like that.
Mm-mm.
Well, because here's the thing, he understands space. Draymond Green understands spacing at the
Right.
end of the day. Because here's the thing, when he had the ball in his hands and he can push the rock, he can still I mean, he knows where to be. And him being a screener, be some screens. I mean, hey, when he's one of the best in the game, man. You know what I mean? Legal or not legal. You know what I mean? I mean, listen, he's one of the best at it. So that's in fact that you can't shoot. Hey, he gonna get somebody open. So hey, I may can't shoot, but guess what?
wait,
Hey, I'm gonna set this screen,
he
play
can
dribble
shoot. That's the thing.
handoff.
That's the thing. He can shoot.
Yeah,
He
his
can shoot.
shooting.
I don't
Yeah,
know what
he been
people.
shooting decent this year, bro. I
Yeah, he
mean,
can
it
shoot,
was
but
it was a, it was a
when it, sorry
yeah.
about that. Sorry about that.
It was at a certain time though. It was like those screens aren't legal. Hey, he gets away with it. So I'm just telling you what it. Listen, I'm just seeing the value is because listen, I'm just telling you the value is illegal. I said legal or illegal. That's helpful. That's creating space in the offense.
But come on, everybody. Let's be real. When you set a screen, you're not supposed to be moving on your. You're not supposed to be moving. Sometimes they do set them screens and out of it real quick. so
This is an interesting game
so
so
in the way,
far
truth
though.
right.
Like
It is.
yeah, this
What's
is
the game? What's the score?
And D, I ain't gonna lie, D'Lo is playing the best. D'Lo getting trade charge, he's playing the best ball in his career. It's insane, right? He's playing the best. They ain't
Speaking
got
of
no player.
speaking of something I want to ask on this issue on here was when the new X-Men the X-Men animated show coming out?
I think it's
It's out now.
I think it's out. Is it out now or is it next week? I can't remember.
I gotta see. I forgot, y'all. It's gonna be. It's out next week or it's out now. Oh yeah, RB Akira Toriyama
Okay.
too. RP Akira Toriyama.
Yeah.
I forget. Dragon Ball Z creator. That was crazy. I saw that
Oh
last
yeah, I
night.
heard
I was
about
like,
that.
what?
Yeah.
Said
Anime.
March 20th is the first episode. It looks like.
Animation look weird
Yeah.
as hell though, but it's different. Like it's. But I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a shot. But RP Akira Toriyama though, anime legend. I mean, he definitely influenced a lot. Even listen, I understand maybe if you like Dragon Ball, you didn't like Dragon Ball. They put anime to a different level where you know what I mean. We probably wouldn't like certain animes even today. So that's definitely unfortunate. And what the?
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. How did that movie draft go? Who won?
It was one.
It was
Yeah, that's what I saw.
man.
Yeah,
Mac Duff was cracking up in that. Mac Duff was cracking up, man, the whole time. I
Oh,
actually
good.
I almost couldn't watch it.
Mm. Spencer Dinwiddie with the game winning play.
Mac Duff was on something that night.
yo, Mike, especially oh wow, man, this is insane.
Mm.
While I'm on your Twitter,
So the
they
Milwaukee.
said, hold on, why they posted Shaq on the Celtics? Dame Lillard is a big old 2024 Shaq on the Celtics. It says, man, that's
That's
nasty.
that's nasty
That's
work.
nasty.
That's nasty work.
You know, listen, man. Hey, man, I don't. Listen, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I got nothing for that.
I thought Bucks was gonna pull it off though. They had they had momentum.
So
Listen, but I thought he was gonna pull it off, man. That's crazy, bro. That's on this. Yeah, man. Without LeBron, yeah, that's not. Come on, bro.
They
That's
reviewing
come
it.
on,
They're
man.
reviewing it. So they're reviewing it.
Hold on,
Oh, game is
did you get it
oh,
off? Oh yeah,
game on now.
it's over with.
Hmm.
Yeesh. Who they play? Who the Bucks play next?
man,
Man. Now y'all Lakers got confidence. Now they beat the Celtics. They beat the Bucks, man. Oh, you we wearing the chip. You go here and
No,
play. Yeah. My
hey,
apologies, man. Damn, man. Hey,
listen,
Lord.
they got the end season
Hey,
tournament trophy.
they
You know,
did lose
the
against
biggest
Denver though.
wins. Listen, the biggest wins this season, LeBron didn't play again. So let me stop. Let me.
They
I'm
did
just saying,
against
man.
Denver though.
Hey, man. Shout out to D'Lo too, though, man. Because all the criticism he was getting, he arguably playing the best ball in his career right now. Shout out to D'Lo don't need to go nowhere. I don't want. Listen. That needs to be deaded. If you ain't getting no, if you ain't getting no, like an All NBA level guard for D'Lo, don't get rid of him. Don't get rid of him. Like D'Lo hit like nine
See,
threes. He did nine
the
threes.
Lakers remind me of
That man dropped
the Lakers
44 and
remind
9
me of
on
them.
Dame.
They one of them teams that you don't want to. They one of them that
I'm
you don't
telling you
want to
this
play
right
in the
now.
playoffs.
Hey, I hate to say it though, but OKC need to avoid them as much as possible. So if I know
The
they
only
would have a
team that
conversation on it. Real,
the only team that would love to play them is Denver.
yeah, Denver, yeah, but
Yeah, Denver
yeah,
don't. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, they a tough matchup for like. I don't think the Lakers are fun. I think listen, Lakers. Even um, I think it's gonna be a good series. Even if they play, I think Denver clearly beats them. But those was good games though. Like I mean, regardless if they got swept, but they was good games. I was entertained. It was, you know what I mean. So I mean, listen,
It depends on matchup, but it depends on the matchup. But don't nobody want to see that. I mean, the only reason why I would say this, don't nobody want to see the Lakers because not many people have that person that can stop Anthony Davis. Uh,
man, they got
but
people saying they cheating for the Lakers, man. Oh man, this is crazy.
Oh, God, here we go.
This is crazy. Here we go. Now, listen, hey, the Bucks cheating themselves, man, making these moves, man.
hold on, the Bucks just got blew out by the Warriors. You thought that they actually had but
Hey, man. They beat the Timberwolves. That's what I'm saying. They beat the Timberwolves. It's like, we official. They beat the Timberwolves and Clippers. It's like, we official. And it's like, all right, hold down. You got. I mean,
then the Lakers beat the
shoot,
Clippers.
yeah,
They did.
yeah. That's what I'm saying though. Lakers ain't no team to play. Like I said, even listen. That's what I'm saying. And I understand. It's fine. We crack a joke about the Lakers, even like a team like the Warriors though. But they ain't regular playing teams per se though. Like these teams, you do not like sleep on. Because when you sleep on them, you're gonna pay the price, and that's what happens. Cause I guarantee you, watch Doc Rivers going to have an excuse. Another thing too, I want to address too. He had a whole excuse losing to the Warriors. That was nasty work. He said that they had the 3-4 days off. Like no, they did. They had 2 days off, Doc. And first of all, they had to get on a plane. They had to get on a plane to Boston to go back cross country to the Warriors. And you talking about blaming it? Well, what do you expect? They got blown out, and they had 3 or 4 days rest. Like no, they did. They had two. Warriors had 2 day rest, and
You know
like
what?
stop it.
You know what?
Like
God,
you seen him like he really make excuses. It's nasty, bro. His
hold on,
excuses is like is bad.
hold on. Before the Warriors played the Celtics, they were playing 4 to 5 games in 6 nights on the road. They were constantly they were in back-to-back road games, and when they came up against Boston, you could tell that they was tired. But the thing about the Warriors, what was so frustrating is if you saw that whole game, Draymond Green is backing off of Jaylen Brown.
Right.
What the?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
they that's how they decided they were gonna play it before the game. They wanted to they said make him shoot, and Jalen Brown, to his credit, he was hitting them.
Man, I
Yeah.
mean,
Like
hey, the problem was that they kept on hitting him, man. And
Well, yeah,
I don't blame Steve Kerr.
yeah,
I would have been on a flight out of there in the second, third quarter.
that's
Getting
what.
blown
Yeah.
out by 50?
Yeah, but Doc said y'all had like three days of rest. I'm like, no,
No,
they
we
had
did not.
two. They had two, and they had to go on the plane ride to get like, what are you talking about? Cross country, which is like 8 hour. What is that? An 8 hour flight from
But
Boston to.
also the Warriors was gonna come in there hungry. That's y'all fault.
But hold up. So this was go if you can find a chance, go look at the pros conference in that game. It's like, bro, so you trying to tell me you already knew this, and that's your excuse. So you already hold up. You already knew knowing this. But this is how you come out to play against the Warriors. Get blown out. And not only that, okay, this was the energy that you get what I'm saying? Like, come on.
All right,
Like
so so
that's just
so
like
so here- so this is just me. This is me. I'm getting ready to play a match with some. I'm just gonna use tennis. I'm getting ready to play a
right,
match, right? And somebody got beaten, blown out. They it was rough. They tired. They had a rough time. Whatever it is, that next matchup against anybody, I'm gonna come out there. Well, they got blown out. They was tired. I mean, I had a couple of days off. I mean, what's your excuse? You didn't get blown out by 50. You you were winning every game. You can't. The Milwaukee Bucks thought that the Warriors is gonna come in there and just fold after that loss against the Boston.
That's
Either
I
game one
guarantee,
well.
bro. Which is alarming for Doc for coaching for this long, and that's the mindset you have for this team. Mind you, this also too. Dame also said this. I don't know. He was on Pat Babcock podcast that when he talking about how when he chooses to play defense or whatever. I'm like, what? Like you talking about? Are you shit? Like, come on, bro. Like these, like I'm be like, you really can't make this stuff up, bro. Like you really can't make this stuff up. Like,
And they
but
had the
people really
nerve, and
thinking
they had the nerve to say that this dude right here. I, I'm still, I mean, a lot of people thought that Dane coming over to Milwaukee was really going to be that. Okay, they are going to be the best team. They're going to blow out and beat everybody. That right there is about the worst
and
thinking you could
and
ever thought.
people don't want to talk about it, but Dame has been playing subpar this year. He's not playing to his standard. That's just the reality of the situation. The man not even he's not even getting his career average right now. He averaging 25 points. His career he averaging 25 per game. This season he's averaging 24. He's shooting below his career. When you got somebody shooting a below career average, that should be alarming. I mean, I understand he's going through a divorce, but then which is maybe I mean, hey, that could be a part of it, but he's also getting older too. And in a new suit situation, a combination of a lot of different things. And people don't want to talk about it, but it's like if you really want to be honest though, Dame really mainly made an All Star because of the fact that the Bucks record and his name.
But let's
It
let's
been
just be real. Let's talk about it. You know, we talk about the best players. We talk about the people who are the top tens, the people who are really great at what they do. You just brought it up. That is what keeps you from playing the best. Uh, because I can look at other players and what they deal with outside the game or in their personal life, but they still come there to play day in and day out. They still play defense. They still come there to play. If you're telling me that Damian Lillard, your top two player, chooses to play defense, that's a big time problem there. That right there is a big time problem. If you want to win a championship.
here we go, brother old man. Hey brother, listen, man. See, here we go, brother old man.
Oh, brother O in here?
Yeah, brother. Yeah, you say Fred Nagano got knocked out. Damn, he got that. That would listen. That what Josh was supposed to do. Listen. I rock with Francis Nagano. I rock with him, but listen, average Joe do what he had to do. He showcased. Listen, this is why I'm a professional boxer and you're not. That I mean,
Yeah,
damn,
yeah.
he folded
Oh, wait
Nagano.
a minute.
He
Wait
folded.
a minute. Did y'all hear? This is about the dumbest boxing match that's gonna happen in Dallas,
Oh,
Texas.
I know he.
Oh
Yeah.
my God! I heard it on the radio.
Mike. You
I
talking about
heard it on
Mike
the radio
Tyson and Jake
yesterday.
Paul? Oh, hold on. I think that's. I don't know if it's true or not. I heard Mike Tyson got a lawsuit.
Mike, like
I I don't
against
know
him.
if it's true, and I didn't deep it. I heard somebody. I didn't really go in deep into it, but I don't know. It's still big money. I mean, it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. So
It's gonna be
Netflix,
live stream on Netflix.
I
It's
ain't
on
gonna, I'm
live
probably
stream
gonna
on
watch.
Netflix.
I am going probably gonna watch. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna watch it. Probably gonna watch it.
No, but what do y'all
That
think
being
about that?
said, I don't think I don't think nobody gets knocked out though. I hope. I mean, I ain't gonna. I hope Mike Tyson don't take no dive. I hope. I ain't gonna. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not.
Mike will never take a dive. Mike will,
I'm just saying, Sean. I'm just saying, Sean. I hope. I hope. I think so too. But you know, it's K, man. It's because true as 100%. Everyone's talking about it. Yeah, yeah.
no, that ain't even Mike Mo. He
Oh,
would take.
his lawsuit is real. The lawsuit is real. So Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know.
lawsuit?
But whole Mike Tyson need to knock his ass out. I ain't gonna lie. Jake Paul needs to knock his ass. He for the culture of boxing. I ain't talking about just black. I'm talking about in boxing and athlete sports culture. Period. Jake Paul need to get knocked out, man. Do it for Nate, man. Do it for Nate, man.
But see, that's the thing that's frustrating me, man. I really can't take. I may watch it, but I can't just sit up here and take this serious. Like a person who I don't know.
Mike Tyson still listen. Mike Tyson no regular like
No,
57-year
he ain't
old
no
dude.
regular. No, he ain't no regular man. But
If especially for a dude like Jake Paul level, I'm intrigued because I ain't gonna lie. I may watch it because like
I know
my,
you know I'm gonna
cause
watch it, man. Come on, man.
I'm gonna watch. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you.
It
But
depends on what
I'm sick and tired.
depends on what I'm doing that
Yeah.
weekend. I'm gonna play it by ear.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
Jake Paul, but listen though, I'm sick and tired of Jake Paul fighting like fight somebody like you keep. That's what I'm saying. Like you find these old dude like you find. Come on, bro. Like and then it's gonna be cheesy. And then you know Jake Paul, that man going that them press conference gonna be cheesy as hell, bro. Like bro, you fighting a dude 57-year old, bro. Like this. I mean, but that being said though, Tyson. He ain't no regular. Listen, I don't care how old Tyson is right now. I wouldn't get in the ring with him, spar with him. Hell
Oh
nah.
no, no,
That
no, man.
won't
He
be
ain't
he'll
gonna do
knock your ass out. That ain't no regular 57-year-old right there, man. Shoot Roy. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was gonna take Roy Jones out.
Yeah.
Jones was like he felt no punches. Jones was like, I thought he was gonna knock Roy Jones out. Oh snap! But it was yeah. So I'm gonna hear the well, here's the thing too though. Cause last time Tyson fought, they wasn't allowed to knock each other out. Him and Roy Jones.
Yeah, they had a no knockdown. They had a no knockout rule or
No
something.
knockdown.
Yeah,
So
no
we'll
knock.
see. I gotta see now. Yeah. So which we only found out like at the end of that fight,
Right. Yeah.
right? So we'll see with this Jake
I mean,
Paul like.
that's gonna be some rules. I mean, that's gonna be some kind
Yeah,
of. That's gonna
he
be,
not
you know,
so.
Jay Paul. Like he would, you know, he gonna try to do something to where, yeah, because I think the
Yeah,
last couple fights he had against people has been very interesting. Like, because did he was he the one that fight Floyd Mayweather?
no, that's
Jake
his
Paul.
brother. His brother did
Oh, his
Logan
brother
Paul.
did. Okay.
Jake, the one who knocked down Nate Robinson out.
Yeah.
That's how he. I mean, he was already probably before that, but that's how he got the level he is now. Like he was like a YouTube, but like
He was like
he
YouTube
knocked Nate
supreme.
out, and I don't know why Nate really did. That was crazy, man. Nate ain't been the same since, man.
You know what? I'm gonna say something about Netflix. One thing I'm hearing about Netflix is they gonna live stream that fight. They also got WWE Raw coming on
Yeah, like
to
what
live stream it
like a
on.
$1 billion deal.
They are.
Yeah,
It's gonna
yeah,
get
but they've been talking
expensive,
about
man,
doing.
with Netflix.
They've been talking about doing live streaming for like years now.
Yep.
They've
They
been
went
talking
live
about it. And they
stream
finally,
with the tennis match.
yeah, it's fire
So
though. They need to. That's. I mean,
that's gonna be
it's like
interesting.
Mike is Tyson always hell to be fighting that check though. Shoot, I mean, hey, I can't listen. That's why Floyd be doing these exhibitions. Floyd be getting like these $1 million off these exhibitions and stuff like that. I mean, shoot, hey, if you ain't gonna take a lot of damage like that and get a couple $1 million or whatever, say get 7 figures, shoot, why
I just
not?
yeah. I just
No,
my
now,
I would say real quick. My thing is just when you're a fighter, is it really an exhibition? Because you get in the ring and you get hit for real. Even if
yeah,
those natural instincts take over, like it's not like we just out here for play. No, this is a fight. And and again, my thing is if Jake Paul hits Mike Tyson in a certain way, and Tyson like, what Like, oh, I'm about to show you, young man. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
Tyson
saying?
going harder. Tyson be going hard against the dude with the pads and like dude and pads and sparring. He be killing this. He be killing the pad man.
Yeah,
He
so it's
be
like,
That
okay, yeah,
baby tough as
yeah.
shit.
You play it like it's an exhibition if you want. You gonna exhibit your
Shoot,
way out the ring on a
shoot.
stretcher.
Roy Jones, listen, when Roy Jones like he was like, man, I ain't doing that. But that's gonna be interesting though. Yeah, Francis. Joshua folded Francis, but that was Joshua had to do that though. I mean, he had to do that because Tyson Fury. Cause I remember we talked about it like last year. Tyson Fury, Shane boxing for that Francis Ngannou arguably beat him in a boxing match. So Joshua was like kind of brought Francis and other people back to reality. Hold up now, like
Yeah, exactly.
that's all of what Tyson Fury. Listen, this man not on my level.
Yeah,
Yes.
right now.
Hey,
Yeah, like he ain't cool, but this ain't MMA. I've been throwing these hands
hey,
for a
listen,
very long time.
I respect it though, because that's like saying a football player come play in the NBA game, whatever. Hold up now, like this ain't supposed to go down like that. So
Hey, this
shoot,
song. Didn't y'all have it last show tonight? I forgot today is Friday. Y'all had you and
Yeah,
SB had a.
we
yeah,
did.
Lamar was on there. Yeah, Lamar was on there. They
Oh,
were talking
Lamar was on there.
about
Yeah,
they were talking about Jordan not left. The Jordan no left. That shit hilarious though. I'm not gonna lie though.
Okay, but
That
didn't
that
Lamar
shit.
get his channel shut down?
huh?
I think
Nah.
Lamar got his live stream shut down a couple days ago, a week ago.
Oh, I heard. Did he?
Yeah, his live stream went.
Oh
There,
yeah.
there was a certain point in the live stream where they was talking about something, and then all of a sudden it just said live stream is ended. Something happened where they cut it off.
I forgot. Yeah, it probably something like that. That's why he be putting all those videos out
You got
of
to
the
be careful,
recording.
but just generally people got to be careful what they say on YouTube live
I know he
streams.
was going. I know he was coming. I know he was coming at Whitlock. That's crazy. Whitlock did that. Whitlock did that.
I
That's
don't,
crazy.
I
That's
don't, I
crazy.
don't think it was that. Like, it may have been
I know they were
actually.
talking about Jason Whitlock. I know they were talking about Jason Whitlock. The last stream they were talking about Jason Whitlock, how he was coming at hating on Shannon.
It was some live stream they was talking about it, and in the mid conversation,
That's
uh,
crazy.
just people got to be careful what they say on there, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
people
the reason
just
why you can't cuss on here or go off on people like that, man. Because or say certain stuff because it will get people YouTube live stream shut down.
yeah. Um shoot, yeah, Jason Whitlock, yeah, he was talking about how Jason Whitlock be conveniently hating on people. But yeah, I saw shit. Yeah, I saw Mike Epps on the smoke. Man, shit, yo, Steven Jackson got chill. He's a hater, bro. He got chill. Like he has to chill, man. I don't know I don't know what his vendetta is against Shannon, but it's very crazy. Like
No, Gil Arenas got to chill out.
Man, I
now
think,
but Gil with a troll though. Gil was a troll.
yeah, I think Steven Jackson does not legitimately like people who were better at their sport than he was.
Yeah, like he
'Cause,
be
yeah,
hated, bro.
oh yeah, I was better than Ray Allen. Like, sit down.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Then he was like, then Colin Curry, you was better than Blake. Nah, I ain't better than Blake. What the fuck you be? So hold up. Shout out to Blake Griffin though. But I ain't even mad that you said that because you're not better than Blake Griffin. What made you so quick to say that and you was quick to say you was better than Ray Allen? Like that was crazy. Like, come on, bro. Like, you going some BS.
I
I
mean,
was better than Mondo.
people
No, you
forget
wasn't.
people
You
forget
were
how
not
good
better
Ray
than
Allen
Mondo,
was.
bro. Yeah.
I mean, like some was
Yeah.
saying, I think somebody was saying that with Ray Allen back in the Milwaukee and Seattle days,
Yeah. Yeah.
man, he was a straight menace.
Yeah. Steven Jackson. Yeah, Steven Jackson, he been I think he sneaked he sneaked this Gil though not so long ago. He sneaked this Gil because like Gil said that he chose the money over the championship ring, which you can't get. I mean, he was like they were saying, would you take a max contract or a championship ring? Which it was a good conversation. I was like, I
A
mean,
lot of people would take the money because
shoot,
you can only win one championship. One team can only
you
win
can't
one
get mad.
championship.
You're right, right. You can't get mad at that. Like for example, and I ain't trying. Shout out to Quentin Cook, but Quentin Cook won a championship, and he ain't been in the league since how long?
Right.
So I mean, and don't get it twisted. Winning a championship is important. Like I'm not trying to downplay winning a championship. I think it's dope to win a championship, but at the end of the day, though, you see, if you got a family to take care of and you yourself and stuff like that, I mean, I'm not gonna take no championship with no match contract. If I got family to feed. You know what I mean? I'm just not. I'm sorry. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm still coming to work every day and busting my ass and you know what I mean. Do what I gotta do. But I mean, if in a
Oh,
situation,
I know. People talk about Kuzma. People talk about Kuzma, but why he didn't leave Washington. I'm
yeah.
like, that dude just trying to collect his paychecks, man.
Yeah, and Kuzma already got a ring. He got his championship. He
Yeah,
already showcased that he can help a team win a championship as a fourth, fifth guy, whatever case may be. So it's like he at this point he's like, listen, hey, like with if I don't think he, of course, if this opportunity presents itself, but like he ain't no rush. The money
because I
he
mean,
made,
because
And
some
and
people don't
also
wait. Some people don't come in the NBA just want to win a championship. They come in just to have a great career,
you
make
can't
really
get
good money
mad at
off
that,
of it.
and you
but
can't get mad at that at the end of the day.
yeah, but also right. I mean, you know everybody doesn't win championships. Like that's just
Right,
the nature of it. So have the best career you can have. You know, try to fight to win one, but you ain't out there by yourself. It's a team. And at the end of the
right.
day, like you said, True, Quentin Cook won a championship with the Warriors. He ain't been in the league basically since. So,
So,
you
so
know, to me is all about, you know, can you get both? Can you make a lot of money and win championships? Sure, but you need a lot of things to go your way to do that. And it doesn't always work that way.
right. Like if you ain't guaranteeing your spot, like for example, like Don Haslam, where he kind of like he put himself in a situation where job security itself, right? But everybody doesn't have that luxury of a Don Haslam. You know what I mean? Like Don Haslam was just in a great situation, a blessed situation. You know what I mean? From being from there and having a team loyal to you, that you being there for that many years. You know what I mean? For many years like that. Cause like for example, a guy like Pat Bev, every time you hear about Pat Bev, you talk about how great of a teammate he is, though. But unfortunately, he been on multiple teams this whole a lot, basically, especially recent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he doesn't have a consistent. And granted, he will always have a job in the NBA, but like I mean, it's certain guys. Listen, a lot of teams not just going to hold a roster spot just because. Everybody can't be a Theonis or your brother is your brother is Giannis of the Coop. Oh, you
Yeah.
know.
And I think
So
when people talk about Udonis True, you got to remember he
yeah,
went undrafted. He went
right.
overseas.
Yeah.
He got himself into crazy shape for 1 year. He came back, had a summer league trial with the Heat in 2003, and that's how he made the team. But he also didn't stop working. He didn't rest on his laurels because I made the team. No, I want to keep
No,
going.
yeah. Yeah, that's yeah. But I remember Steven Jackson. He called like he basically sneaked this Gil talking about 'cause, Gil could come out basically. He didn't say Gil's name, but he sneaked talk this in his background. Or you didn't know how to struggle, whatever the case may be. Like man, Steven, you so dumb, man. You chose money over a ring. You left the Spurs over money. Like, what are you talking about? Like, like you left the
But
Spurs for it. Like, I don't even. And then he hating on Shannon. Then he was hating on Shannon. He sneaked this. They didn't sneak this him because he was Mike Evans was on there, and he was saying that why Mike Epps apologized if you get mad if it must be true because it was the gay jokes whatever. And shit, and Steven Jackson was saying this. I don't know. It's like, shit, I don't know what Steven Jackson problem
Oh,
is.
I know. Okay, now I know what got Lamar channel shut down. They was talking about something similar to what it was something similar to what you just said. Another.
Right. Okay.
But
I don't
back
know
to
if
your
you've seen it.
comment. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's Jalen Green out of pocket though. I mean, listen, I'm not saying you Jalen. I mean, listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. If that ain't the person you ain't gonna be with the rest of your life, then hey, that's more power to you. But listen, a lot of situations, and unfortunately, this tough relationships like this don't last. So I mean, hey, man, I don't. I don't. I mean, come on, bro. I
Mm.
don't. It's not even the fact that like all the females in the world, bro. And this year, I don't, man. I don't. These athletes is really, Don't they have classes for this stuff, man? When they come in, don't they have like, come on, man, like,
You know what the problem is, True? Can we be real?
yeah,
Ain't no class gonna teach you to keep your thing in your pants.
right, yeah, like
Ain't
like even like it's just wild, Sean. It's wild because like even Jalen Brown, he was rumored, or I don't even part. He was with Bernice, with Instagram model Bernice Burgos, whatever. She's been rumored running around, whatever case may be, but you don't see him having a baby. You barely even saw him together, whatever. Like I'm not messing around. That's whatever, right? But like you having a baby and all this stuff, man. Like you're not even. Is he even getting married or something? Like you just like I don't know, bro. It's
no,
like come on,
no.
man.
Listen. I'm just being real. Can we just be real for a minute, please?
Yeah, like
The problem is the problem is that STDs have gotten easy. Babies have gotten easy. Oh, I'm rich. I just write you a check every month. It's all good. Oh, you got an STD? No, I'm gonna get that cleared up. It don't matter. Ain't no big deal. You literally raw dogging a chick that you have zero interest in marrying, and he can't say he gonna marry her because I know he ain't gonna marry her. Who
that's crazy.
used to babysit you when you were 12?
That's real. That's really real. That she really babysit him at 12.
Oh yeah,
I saw that. That's
let
crazy.
said that.
That's freaking crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah, that's nuts though. Like that's what. Yeah, that's crazy. Like,
It
bro,
goes to
listen.
show you, man.
This here's the thing. Show about self control. Your self control getting
Yep.
somebody pregnant. I don't know what you talking about. You and listen. I know there's people. Listen, that's a whole nother issue right there. What you're talking about when it comes to people, you know what I mean. You don't gotta mess with every woman. I agree with that also, but you have control of protecting us, having protection. That's a. I mean, if you, I mean, it is what it is. Like that's crazy. And shoot, now that's a whole check. That's a whole. She's 44. That's a whole check in itself. And then shoot, then that's a whole nother. And you know that's Jared. She can capitalize off of that alone. Having a baby with Jalen Green. That's a whole. That's a whole nother reality TV show, Sean.
Yeah,
Like
no,
she.
And
listen, she set herself up to she basically 60 to be good now.
Yeah, like
and that's the thing, son. You said it best. Is these NBA, just in people generally, not even like you come in, you get somebody pregnant, get the wrong person pregnant, just mess around with the wrong people. Like you gotta have better choices, man, better decisions, man, and it all boils down to you, man. Like you make that choice, you make that decision, and nobody can teach that to you.
You know,
Uh,
what's crazy,
yeah.
Tracy, and true. I've heard people say, all babies are blessings. No, not all babies are blessings. No, they're not. You think Adolf Hitler was a blessing? No. You think Donald Trump was a blessing?
Man, that's
You know,
it's
like
it. it's it's crazy though. Like I said before, it's a different conversation about who messing with who, whatever. But like I'm just sick and tired. I be seeing like these athletes be getting chicks these certain chicks pregnant. And whatever it is, you do what you do, but at the same time, though, it's like, bro, you have all these options out here. Like, what's the point of being like? That's the other thing too. What's the point of being like? You see these people preach about high value this and high value that. I can't tell what value people got. This is like you choosing this. You make it like you acting like they got no choice. There's plenty of shoot like does she got a sports background or something? Like does she got like a Jerry mentioned got a sports background or something? Like you trying to get a super baby or something? I don't know. Like what did you? I don't get it. Like I
I
don't get it.
mean,
Like I'm just me. If it's me, I'm trying to get at least a doctor or something. Like come on, like come on,
I mean,
so, I don't know. There's plenty. Like you trying to tell me all the women out here, but you constantly seeing like for example, I think Anthony Simons and Brandon Ingram share the same baby mom. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
a lot of that going on.
That's crazy. And then we know everything. Like that's crazy though. Especially if you already knowing that. It's crazy. And it's like, what y'all be, man? What, I don't know what these
I mean, you
females
look at
listen,
somebody
man. I
like
don't
you look at JD Pickens and Will Smith. I mean,
listen,
stuff like
man.
that's going on. Like it's okay to have. It's just ridiculous, man. A lot of this stuff right now, a lot of crazy stuff going on, man. And it's not just in the sports world.
That's crazy. Like man, I don't know, man. Maybe shit. Zach Wilson plowed someone. I heard about
It's crazy, man, out here.
the
But
draft
speaking,
coming up. Picture
Right.
things
Well,
about Zach Wilson.
he plowed one of his mom's best friends. That was the issue.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
and I
That's wild.
heard about something about Aisha. People have been trying to bring it up. I remember the time they actually tried to bring it up. Aisha's Steph Curry's wife.
What did they say about RoboCop? In the words of Khalil.
That's crazy. Bro. That's funny as hell, man. That's RoboCop is insane.
Oh man. But I didn't. Man, she was on that. She was talking with Jada Pinkett, and that was something else. That's crazy,
So,
man.
yeah. Shoot,
Yo,
when the NFL draft again?
summertime, I think.
I
Is
think
it?
April 25th, I think.
Oh,
April
so okay.
21st. All right, we going. I'm ready. We definitely
Wait, don't the
Bosh.
Olympics? Ain't the Olympics this summer?
Yes.
Yes,
So right
it's
now,
gonna be a fun.
we have Steve Kerr as a coach in the NBA. For what I am told, LeBron James stuff will be in it. Who
And
else? Kawhi,
depend on health. Embiid,
Kawhi
Jason
Leonard.
Tatum.
Uh,
I think Drew Holiday got confirmed. I think Drew Holiday did get confirmed, which that is a good. If I got double check.
I'm gonna say this right now, y'all. I'm gonna say this right now. They don't want to mess with their French team. If they made, did the French team make it? Because I'm looking at the French team, like the players
They
on it.
now that they underachieved
No,
though in the
not French.
FIBA.
The
I think
Canadian. I'm looking at the Canadian. Sorry about that. Wait, is it French or
the
Canadian? I think
Canadians.
it's.
Now
Wait, the
Canadians
Canadians have
not
their
a
own
German.
team?
No, they do. They do. They beat USA. They beat
Because
USA
that's why I
for
was trying. That's
bronze.
why I was trying to thinking, man. One of
Yeah,
them teams are
they
tough.
beat USA. They beat USA for the bronze, and Jamal Murray didn't play.
Boy, that right
Jamal
there.
Jamal or Wiggins didn't play. Yeah,
These teams from
and
these foreign countries, the players that's playing with them are in the NBA now.
Germany won the gold last year in FIBA. Germany, nice. Germany, Dennis Schroeder. Daniel Tyson, them dudes, like that's a whole different game right there, bro. Like you gotta be like these dudes, like Dan Schroeder was killing the field cut. Like
Also, shout out to my girl Sakara Richardson, man. She really coming back. She really doing the thing.
Yeah.
that's
She really doing the thing,
so
man.
I saw Coco just beat Venus, right? Then Coco just beat Venus.
Yep. Coco doing the thing, man.
So I saw Coco.
Coco doing the thing.
Venus been doing it for a
she won.
long time, man.
She won the U.S. Open. She's top 3 right now, and she's top 3 in the world right now. She's doing the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot Venus. Venus is like she been doing it for years, man. Like
Well, Venus is doing it for love, man. She said she's just doing it because she likes playing tennis.
I ain't mad. I mean,
yeah.
Sure.
Hey, Trace,
That's a.
I'll catch y'all later on.
All right, man.
All right, though, Sean. What time
Right,
is it? I'm probably gonna get off here myself, man.
yeah.
Hey, man, it's been a great stream. Shout out to Sean, Trace, everybody, man. Young Africa, Casual, um, everybody in the chat, Jared, the MC Robinson, um, for Tiffany, Ned, brother. Um, um, who I'm missing? Shout out to Ralph, man. Everybody, man. If I forget names, I apologize. Shout out to Drake. Um, Drake got with the donation. Who else? Ace. Um, Garrison. All right, Real SB. Sneed. Shout out to y'all, man. Peace, deuce, love. Uh, I will stream tomorrow morning, so stay tuned for that. We're gonna chop it up. It's your boy True. Peace, deuces. Salute. Yeah, I'm out here.